Hello. All right, so whenever you guys can hear me, if you can respond and let me know you're there and that you can hear me. All right, so Diana and Austin, can you guys hear me? I can't hear you, so I need either no one's talking or I can't hear you. Let's let some more people in. You need to unmute yourself. Diana, I see that your sound is off. So can you try to go to the bottom of your screen to see if you can hit the mute to unmute yourself so that then I can have a chance of hearing you. All right. Still can't hear anyone. Hi, Anna.
Hi, this is Diana.
Trying to see why. I just need to make sure that it's me or you. So I'm waiting for someone who does have sound to speak to see if I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
A class where I could hear everyone, so I'm not sure what's happening.
Can you hear me?
Write in the chat if you know how to get to the chat and let me know if you're trying to speak and I'm not hearing you. So Diana, you're still muted. So I cannot hear you even if you're talking, but Austin and Anna are unmuted. So I should be able to see you. And also if you have a chance to turn on your videos, that would be awesome most of the time. There you go. Hi, Anna.
Can you hear me?
Speak. See, I'm not hearing you. So something's wrong with the sound.
Okay. Let me see.
I just finished teaching an entire class. See now, can you say something now?
Hello?
Nope. Okay, let me try again. Okay, can you say something now?
Hello? Hello?
And still no.
Okay. Rename.
Okay, this is not good.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
How about now?
Hello? Hello?
No. Oh, this is really obnoxious. I am teaching from school. You might see a blackboard behind me. And the setup is over here is very complicated as opposed to, let me turn on the projector that I don't need to project, but maybe that'll turn on the sound. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Let me test the speaker.
Okay, hold on.
Speaker.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Okay. How about there? Can you
Hello?
speak now?
Hello? Hello?
Okay, try again. Thanks.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Stop. I'm asking you to keep making noises, but.
Hello? Audio options.
This should work. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. All right.
Ooh. Okay, good.
All right.
Are you at school? Are you teach in person or this class is only online?
Long story. This class is on Zoom, and so it's not in person. But this morning I taught a class that was a hyperflex where I had people on Zoom and in person. So, but the class finishes and I don't have time to go home, so I'm going to teach today from here, and then I'm going to.
Oh, I wish I knew that I can be earlier.
You can't. This class is not HyFlex. This is only on Zoom. This one.
No, but if I can do the HyFlex, I can be early.
But the morning class was not this one. It was a Mac class. So it was a different class I taught this morning. So,
That's a good
but
one
yes,
too.
it's introduction to the, I'm teaching people how to use their Macs and the whole cloud system and all their devices and things like that. That one is HighFlex. So, all right, well, good. I'll tell you all about it then. So hi, everyone.
Hi.
Austin, now I can hear you. If you say something, are you there? Austin, your sound is on, so I should be able to hear you. Can you hear me? You saying I'm here, okay, without saying it. Okay, you're writing in the chat. And Diana, is that your name? Because I'm Diana. I know it's the same name, but I say Diana because I'm from Argentina, so I say it in Spanish.
Well, I'm from Argentina too.
What's that?
I'm from Argentina too.
Ay, qué bueno. All right, you have two Argentinians here. Nice to meet you. Mucho gusto. But so that's why I say Diana instead of Diana. But Diana, if you are there and you can hear me, either write in the chat that you can hear me or unmute yourself by in the Zoom controls in the bottom left, you'll see a little microphone icon that says mute. You have it crossed out. So go ahead and click on that so that it uncrosses and then you can speak to me. Okay. So I need to either hear you through my speakers, Diana, or I need to see you appear in the chat. So if you kind of go down to that same toolbar in the Zoom and on the, as you keep going to the right, you will hear, you will see a little like speak bubble that says chat. Click on that. And then where it says type message here, go ahead and write in there. But otherwise right now, Diana, it seems like you're not hearing me or you're not able to answer. So I need to know how you're connected to the class so I can help you. So by the way, this first part of the class is to make sure that everyone who hasn't been in my classes before knows how to handle all of this. So, so this is the time when we're handling this kind of stuff. So we're not going to talk about digital design techniques, in fact, for a little bit, but I need to show you how we're going to respond to the class. And one of them ways is to know that you're responding. So I'm going to see if I write to Diana in case she can't hear me. So let me write in the chat. I see your question. Give me a sec, Austin.
Are you not able to unmute their microphones?
Okay. So what's that?
Are you not able to unmute the microphone for them?
Yes, I can only ask them to unmute, but if they don't know how to mute themselves, I need to explain. But if not, then I need them to write in the chat. So the ways I communicate with you guys is either speaking. If you have no sound because your computer's down or something like that, then chat. But it's very hard to keep track of everything and to respond to everything on the chat. If you can speak, it's much better. Ideally, you would also have your videos on. You'll see that a lot of people who come here have their videos on, but depending on your age range, you might age where people don't turn their videos on, that's fine. But what I need is sound. I need to be able to communicate to make sure that you are there and are able to ask questions. So like Austin wrote, he said, hi, Diana, am I able to record lectures? And in fact, you can, but you don't need to because I record the entire class and then I post the link. So you're gonna have a recording of the entire 3 hours or whatever the class is, access to that recording without having to burden your computer with 3 hours worth of video. So I'll show you now where I'm going to post all those. And so those are, they don't disappear. So you can review the recordings at your leisure. Okay. So what I need to get is connection with Diana. Diana Vandervoort. So I'm trying to reach out. All right, so here's the deal. So hi, everyone. We have this staged beginning so that I can make sure that these things are working. I'm not sure what's happening with Diana yet. Hopefully we'll get through with her. But let me explain it one more time in case you can hear me. Diana, when you put the mouse on your screen where you see all these videos of me, somewhere around there, if you're on a computer, you should also see all the tools come up at the bottom. What I mean by that, there's a black bar on the bottom of the Zoom tool, and on the farthest left, the farthest left icon says mute. And that one has, in your case, a line crossed over it. If you click on that icon, it'll unmute and then I'll be able to hear you. If you can't do that one, then keep going and moving to the right, and you'll see that next to mute, there's a stop video icon. And as you keep moving to the right, you should be able to see one that says chat. It's a bubble. If the chat bubble is missing, it's because your window is too small. Keep going to the right until you see 3 dots that say more. In which case, click on the 3 dots that say more, and then you'll see the chat under that. So if you don't see the chat on the bottom, then keep going to the right until you see the word more. Then under more, when you click chat, you can click your mouse in there and type a response to me to the questions that I've been asking you, whether you can hear me. And if you can hear me, please either chat or unmute yourself. And if not, I'm going to assume that your connection isn't working or something's not happening. So I'm going to wait and keep going with the class until I can see or hear from you. Okay. Now, if it's a technical issue that I cannot help, another thing you can do is you can go to the City College Tech Support, and let me put a link in here. I usually have these at home. So if you can see the chat, Diana, there's a link that I just put in the chat. And this is the same for Austin or for Anna. If you guys are having any issues that are tech support related with anything that has to do with the school, then you can go to this link and it'll connect you to a Zoom with Santa Barbara City College Tech Support. So again, I don't know if you are even hearing me, Diana, but if you click on the link that I just put in the chat, then you will leave us and you will go to Santa Barbara City College Tech Support, where people are there waiting to help you, and maybe they can reach out to you and help you, and then you can come back by clicking on the link again into the class. That said, I did connect this link in the welcome email that I sent you guys. I sent you this information. So again, Diana, if you can't even reach the link that I'm putting in there and you can hear me, go to the email that I sent with all the welcome information. And at the very bottom, I say, if you need help from tech support, click on this link. And do that. And then when they help you get connected to sound or show you where the chat is, then come back to the class. Okay. But at this point, I'm kind of going to stop because I'm not hearing any kind of reaction from you. So I'm assuming you're not there or you can't hear me. So I'm going to keep talking to Austin and Anna. So, all right. So first of all, this again is just about Zoom, the first few minutes before people begin to join us. Have you taken a class before on Zoom where you have to use a computer application?
No.
And when I ask these kind of questions to 2 people, you can just respond and say yes or no in the chat. But when all the people are here in the class, the way I need you guys to respond is by using the reactions. Oh, Diana, yes, I saw you disconnect the mute sound and now you're muted again. But I saw your mute switch. I just saw your sound went on and off and on again. So now it's, yeah, it's going on and off. There it's on. Oh, now it's off. There's, you must be clicking again and again, or maybe you have a loose cable, but it's flickering. So now it's off again. Yeah. There, it's on. Can you speak now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. There you are.
Oh, it says mute. Oh, that makes no sense. Right now it says mute.
it mute, but it's green and it's live and gray. And when it's off, you click on it, then it has a red line over it that's crossed out. And that means that you're muted. So
Okay.
you can speak and I have no idea you're speaking, but now your sound is coming through.
Oh, well, that's good anyway.
Good. All right. Well, that's good. Yay, I can hear you. And then right next to that, there's a thing that says stop or start video. So if you click on that, the video starts and I can see you. And right now it's crossed off, so I don't see you. Okay.
Yep.
And I must say that as long as you have a situation where you can turn on your camera, I would much prefer to see you guys, because then I feel like I'm teaching people instead of, you know, blocks of people who might be not even there. So if you can turn on your videos, and I'm not asking you to do so it makes you uncomfortable, or if you have a lot going on behind you or stuff like that. But if it's the same to you, it is not the same to me. It is way better for me. Okay. So and you would do that by clicking on that icon that's right next to the mute where it says start or stop video. If it's crossed out, then it's like that, and you don't see me and I don't see you. But if you click on it one time and it's not crossed out, then the video is playing and then we can see each other. Okay.
Mhm.
And for a second there, I saw a flicker of you. So it looks like you turn it on and off. So at least you know where that button is. All right. Okay. So what I was saying is that when I ask, sorry, I interrupted because I suddenly saw Diana clicking. There you go, Diana. I can see you now too. So good. I see you and I hear you. Awesome.
Oh, good.
There you go. See you and hear you. Perfect. I had just given up and I saw your icon beginning to flicker. All right. So here's the deal. My question, which I now want everyone to answer, and I'll show you how to answer, is have you ever had to learn how to use a computer application, which is, we're going to be using a whole bunch of computer applications in this class, on Zoom. And so once it's 3 of you, you could just say yes, no, yes. But once it's 20 of you, I need the way for you guys to respond to these kind of questions is also using Zoom, using the reactions button. So again, on the left side, you have the mute, then you have the stop video. As you keep moving to the right, you'll see the chat somewhere. And then further on, you'll see the reactions, which is a little emoji smiley face. Okay. So click on the reactions. And once you click on the reactions, give me a sec, Anna. Find the reactions. And if you see all the little smiley faces and claps and thumbs up and all that, you're there. Now, as much as I'd like you to laugh at my jokes, haha, or give me a little thumbs up if you like what I say, those things disappear in 3 seconds. So when I want an answer, like when I want all the class to answer something yes and no, I'll be having you use the ones that stay. See how, there you go. So Diana had gonna thumbs up and Anna had laughed, and those, I don't know if you can tell, but they disappeared. Instead, you need to answer either yes, which is the green check mark. Go ahead and click on yes. So there you go. Perfect. Austin clicked on yes. So again, it's under the reactions. So turn on the reactions again and click on the check mark. That's equivalent to a yes. Not the thumbs up, because the thumbs up disappears. Yeah, there's the yes. Perfect. Now, if you want to drop it because you're not saying yes in a go, you click again on yes and then it goes away. So be careful, because you might think that you're just saying yes, but you click twice and then it's gone. Or you can switch it to a no, click on no. And then those stay up. So sometimes I'm pulling the whole class and saying, okay, are you on a Mac? Are you on a PC? And instead of saying yes or no, I'll go, yes, if you're on a Mac, click green. If you're on a PC, click red, right? So it'll be the yes check mark is really just a color, and it divides the class into Mac and PC. So it's not really always a no or a yes. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of answers I want when I ask a question. Those stay on until I'm done with that and I see the whole class. The other one that stays on is the raised hands. So say that you have a question for me. Sometimes I need to have 3 answers, and I'll say, people who do this, give me a green check mark. People who do that, give me a red no. People who do whatever, raise your hands. And then raise your hand stays there as well. So that is another way to use the icons that stay forever. Now, the good news about raise your hand is also when there's a lot of people and we're dealing with something, and especially if you're not being verbal and you want me to answer a question, you can just click on raise your hand. And go ahead, Diana and Austin, and raise your hands. Anna already did. And the reason I'm saying that is because as you raise your hands, you pop up in a different order on my screen, and whoever raises their hands goes up top left. So then I know that the first person I'm going to say, okay, yeah, you have a question, I'll go to Anna. And then when I'm done with Anna, we'll raise your hands, and then I'll go, Austin, do you have a question? And so when you have a question, you kind of go into that, like, put yourself in a row mode, and then you'll, I'll answer your questions in order. Okay. Hi, Jenny. Nice to see you. There you go. So when we're done answering a question, like the next one right now is Austin. So I'll say, Austin, what do you want? So when I'm done with Austin, either he can lower his hand because the question's been answered, or I can lower his hand. The only problem is that if we both lower your hands, we overact each other. And then by the time, like say you lowered it and I lowered it at the same time, then you'll end up like, you know, like right now I lowered your hand, but if you had gone, then you'll end up with your hand raised again. So anyway, I need to, ideally you lower your own hands, but if I see it, someone who've already answered, maybe I already talked to Diana and I see the hand still up there, I'm going to make the assumption. I'll say, Diana, is that another question or have I answered? And we'll go, oh, no, I forgot. And then we'll both lower your hands, right? So that's kind of how it works. Let me see. That's what we use in a big mode. If you have a question, like sometimes some people like to use the chat and you left a question there. If you see that there's a question that's hanging that I haven't answered because I'm dealing with teaching and this and that and showing and demoing, then let me know. Like someone else can say, Anna can say, hey, Austin asked something in the chat. Like someone who sees it, warn me so that I can go and see it. Or you yourselves raise your hands and let me know that there was something in the chat, you know, that I missed. And for the most part, I'm pretty good at checking the chat, but I am teaching in a different space than I normally teach at home, where I have 3 monitors and this setup is kind of weird and the light is horrible. Anyway, but the whole point is that I have only 1 screen to see you and 1 to teach in, where I'm accustomed to 2. So I might have less eyes on the groups. I hope not. I hope it'll work out. Otherwise, I have a laptop here I can turn on to monitor the group. I'll see how it works out. So, okay, so Jenny, you have been my student before, so you remember the process, right? If you have any questions, let me know. Have you taken which class did you take with me last, Jenny? I'm trying to remember. Was it digital design or was it Photoshop or Illustrator? I can't remember. Am I remembering incorrectly? Anyway, so Jenny, go ahead and either answer by going to the chat, or because you know this part, maybe you just stepped out and are waiting for the others to join in. All right, so here we go. The next thing that's gonna happen is, and then after that, we're gonna deal more with the rest of the class. The next thing that's gonna happen is that you will be using your computer to watch me give you the sample, the demo, but then you need to at the same time be doing it on your own computer. So if you happen to have, for any reason around your house, another computer, an iPad, another screen that you can connect, and some people have that situation set up, then you can watch me on one screen and work on the other screen. And it's actually not hard to set up to go to a thrift store and buy a secondhand monitor and come in with a cable and connect it to your computer, and there you have 2 monitors, right? If that, or even some people have a TV that's, you can connect with your HDMI, there you go. I see Anna bringing out another computer. Then connect to, this is a key though, connect to Zoom on both computers, okay? So you'll show up twice, and you'll see when people who've been in my classes before, some people choose to do that. And that's the best way, because then you have an entire computer to do the work. Now, why do I ask you to connect twice to the Zoom? is because you might need help from me. And in this class, I expect you to be doing the work, right? So when you're doing the work on the left side, you will have me showing you how to do it, or on the second monitor, you will have me showing you how to do it. And then on the right side, you might have your own computer work, and then you need to share your screen with me if you're in trouble. So I need to teach you how to share your screen if you have never shared your screen before. But first, I'm going to share my screen to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and share a computer screen over here on the right. Now, notice that when I share my screen, if it wasn't before, then at this point, for sure, my screen has taken over your screen. Like when I first share my screen, what Zoom wants to do is fill your screen with just me. Or in this case, with this window that says VMware Horizon, right? So that means you can't use your computer to actually open your own applications or do your work. So what you need to do right now is hit the escape key on your keyboard. So go to your keyboard and hit the escape key, which is the top left key of your keyboard, ESC. Once you do that, now you're able to grab the edges of that screen and make the window smaller. So you have to wait until your mouse becomes two-headed arrow right on the edge and make it smaller so that you can move it to the side of the screen. So now I'm going to change what I'm doing, and I'm going to share my entire screen with you. So here's a screen that's full of stuff. And if this were the Zoom window, I can go to the side and make it smaller and then move it to the side. And then I'll leave half my screen with the Zoom, me talking to you guys. And the other half is open for you guys to open your own Photoshop, Illustrator, and Design, all the applications we'll be using to work alongside me. Or if you have two monitors, then you have me on one and on another. So has everyone been able to move their Zoom window to fill half the screen only? Austin, Diana, Anna? I know.
No,
Do it.
I can because I have a computer who is a PC
Yeah,
and another one who is
a Mac.
an Apple, who is my personal. This is borrowing from the school, the PC.
Yeah.
And
so-
I never use, honestly, I don't remember how much the PC. Oh, I have it. I got it. It's the
So
square
if you
thing.
borrowed it from school, it's a Chromebook, right?
Yes.
Yes. So if it's a Chromebook, if you go to your emails and click on the link that I sent you, it'll connect you very easily to the Zoom on Chromebook, which is kind of integrated with it, and you won't have to do anything but just open it up. And then you watch me on that one, and then on your Mac, you actually do the work. Okay?
No, what I'm trying to do is what you do on the Apple, I'm familiar with, like a half a page. With the Chromebook, I'm
But
not
no,
familiar.
But you don't need that, because by having two monitors, leave the Chromebook full, just me showing you, and that's it. You don't need to move anything. And then on the
Okay.
Mac, you will open up the half,
Okay.
you know, like you don't need to see me on the Mac. You just need to be connected, and you can be minimized so that then you can see your entire screen to share with me. Diana, how's it going with you? Do you have one monitor?
I only have one monitor.
Okay. Have you been able to grab the Zoom, the part that you see me speaking, or in this case, the whole screen that I'm sharing with you? Have you been able to move that and have it occupy only half your screen?
So far, I cannot get it to shrink.
Okay. Did you hit the escape key first? Make sure you did that again. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. And once you do that, then now it becomes a loose window that you can scooch over to the side and leave half of your screen free. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. How about you, Austin? So if you can't speak, Austin, then at least in the chat, you got to tell me when you are, or no, oh, there you go. Yes. Okay. So you're all set up with a yes. Okay, good. Perfect way of answering. It's better than the chat because then I can see that you're set up. Let me put that. When everyone is in class, which is in a little bit sooner. I'll be more specific. But now, okay. So I'm going to stop my share, and that might change for you, Diana and Austin, how this works. So now when I stop my share, did your window change, or is it still safely half of your screen?
My window has completely lost it.
Mhm.
I don't see any of your screen at all.
All right. So are you on a Mac or on a PC?
I'm on a Mac.
Okay. So head down to the dock, and where you see that there's a little icon that says Zoom, do a right click and do you know how to do your right click on your computer? Are you on a with a
I
mouse?
don't have a,
You have a
right
mouse
click
or a
mouse.
touchpad?
I just have a Mac mouse.
Okay, Mac mouse, if you haven't enabled the right click on it, try the right click. Do you know if a right click works on your Mac mouse right now?
I only have one click.
All right, but this is a Mac mouse, and it does have 2 clicks. It has 2 sides. It doesn't have that line, but the left side is one thing and the other, but you need to enable that. So let me show you what to do. Can you go to your Apple here? I'll show you how to enable the right click, because we're going to use the right click a lot in this class. So now I'm sharing my Mac computer. Go up to this Apple and go to System Preferences. By the way, everyone else in class, go ahead and tell me yes if you're on a Mac, or so green if you're on a Mac, no if you're on a PC, so red if you're on a PC, so that I can see how else we're set up. Okay, do you have System Preferences open, Diana?
Well, I can't even find it.
Okay, go up to the Apple on the top left of your screen
Mhm.
and go to System
Oh,
Preferences.
I see. Second down. Okay.
Okay, and now in this whole set of windows, and I'm going to change the share so that you can see this better, head down to where it says mouse. Now I can see you have a magic mouse, so this is the same setup that I have. So do you see down here where it says mouse?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm going to put a little spotlight on my mouse so you can see better. Okay, click on the mouse,
See.
and you need to turn on the secondary click right there. Click on that choice so that now you have a right click available on your mouse. Is that on now?
No, I can't find it on
You can't find the mouse?
the system preferences that I have.
Okay, so somewhere down here in this area, you should see the word mouse.
But I don't.
All right, what system? Let's see. Well,
Let's see if I can
figure
make
this
it
out.
bigger. No, I can't. Let's see.
Well, let's figure this out.
Oh, there's one that says mouse, but it's way up in the middle on the second row.
Yeah, that's why. So you probably have an older operating system, maybe you have Catalina. So somewhere in this area-ish, you see mouse.
Okay.
And you click on it, then click on the secondary click.
Okay.
Ready?
So click on right side or click on left side?
Click on right side.
Okay.
All right, so now you have your, so now I'm gonna share my entire screen. So what this means that now you can close this window because we don't need it anymore. All right.
Okay.
Are we gonna need a mouse, teacher?
Hold on, let me get 1 second here. So you can close that window now. Let me finish with Diana. And now, see how my fingers are put on 2 sides? So the finger on the right now, if you click here on anywhere, it'll give you a, yeah, so your, let's say the middle finger, that's your right click now. So go click on the desktop somewhere and you'll see that a left click gives you nothing, a right click gives you a menu. Okay, so that's a right click. So now you can right click on that icon that said Zoom and say show all windows, and that might help you see all of the windows. All right, so Jenny, you had asked about the mouse, right? Was it you?
Anna.
Oh, Anna asked about the mouse. Okay. I highly recommend that you have something other than your finger. By the way, if you do have your finger right now, this is equivalent to a touchpad on a laptop. A right click would be 2 fingers down. 2 fingers down, that's a right click on a touchpad. So for anyone who's using a Mac computer or a PC computer, doesn't matter, 2 fingers down, that's equivalent to to the right click on a mouse, okay? And if you have a PC mouse, then the right click's always enabled on the right. I recommend either at a minimum a mouse, which you can buy an expensive Mac mouse for like, almost $100, $80, I don't know what it costs, or you can buy a cheapo PC mouse for, 10 to 15 to $20. But once you get really serious about this, I also will be showing you Wacom pens, graphic tablets, other stuff that you can do. But for sure, one of the hardest things in the world is to handle all of these graphic apps just using your finger. So consider that you can connect a mouse to just about any piece of equipment. And for the most part, Photoshop and Design Illustrator, yeah, you should at least have a mouse. And that should be good. So, Anna, I see that you're joining me on 3.
This meeting is being recorded.
So, wow, my voice sounded weird. When you hear
No,
yourself.
that was not your voice. I think it's the
Oh, the
technology
machine.
thing.
Got it. So here's the thing, guys. When you connect to more than one connection like you have, you did correctly, you have the sound off on the others. So that's good. If you end up having more than one connection, make sure to have the sound disconnected. So your hand is up, Anna. Is that a question?
No, I'm trying to put it down. Okay, I did, finally.
So go over to the, yeah, there you go. It's still up. So go to the reactions. Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
I don't even know which one. Oh, there we go.
Right. So see, do you hear that reverb that's happening? That's
Yes,
because
how I
it's
mute that.
sound. Okay. So now go to the, choose one computer that will be the one with, that'll stay the sound. And on the other two, you need to turn the sound off. So go to that little icon. Next to the microphone, there's a little triangle. Click on that triangle and go to leave computer audio.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Now we can hear it. Everyone can hear each other again. All right. So now I stop my share. So the last thing that you need to do is share your own screen. When I'm in the middle of something and I go, okay, everyone, how you doing? Everyone's saying good, good, good. And then 3 people are like, no, I need some help. I need some support. Sometimes a few words from what's happening, I can just tell you with words and it fixes it. But sometimes I need you to share your screen. So if you're on a PC, sharing your screen is relatively simple. 2 steps and I'll walk you through it. But if you're on a Mac, you need to change some system preferences permissions. So Diana, I know you're on a Mac. Anna, you have a Mac. Austin,
Yes.
you have a Mac. So what I need you guys to do is one by one, just try to share your screen right now. We'll set through the permissions so that later when I need you to share your screen during class, you're ready to go. So you want to start? Okay, so Anna, you are all set. Yours shared immediately, so you're fine. Diana, we'll go with you next. Go down to the, do you see the button that says share screen, the big green button that says share screen?
On the bottom.
It's 2 steps. Okay, click on that one first.
Mhm.
Now you see a bunch of little windows and on the bottom right, you see another little button that says share with white letters. It's blue. Click on that one.
Yes, okay.
Now, what came next? Oh, I guess you already had your permission set up. So good, your class, yours is showing up too. So there you go. I'll stop your share. So you didn't need to do anything about it. So by the way, this window that we're seeing right now, you can close it. You don't need the mail and launch meeting Zoom. You can close that whole thing. And then you're one less big window in the way. So close that whole window. Yeah, and then you're much better off. Okay, good.
Now,
Stop your share. Austin, how about you? Have you shared your screen? Do you have your permissions set up to share? There you go. You guys, you are all easy. Woohoo. Sometimes I have to sit there and get like permissions from, you have to go to the systems and awesome. We're set with that basic stuff. All right. Now it's how many, let me see, 140. Okay, so you guys did this so well, and there's not that many of you guys yet that we are a little bit ahead of our schedule. But people who are going to join us in an hour already know how to get my class files, the class recordings, the links and all of that. So that's what I'm going to show you next. So I'm going to show you my screen, and this is the part where I want you guys to do at the same time, and that other half.
Diana?
See, Jenny?
Sorry for not raising my hand, but I forgot my computer, so I'm going back to Goleta to get them. So, just wanted to let you know that. That's why I wasn't responding.
That's fine. I got you.
Thank you.
No problem. And I'm showing people how to get to the class files, which and all that, which I believe you already know. And if not, keep an eye on this. All right. So now
Thank
it
you.
doesn't matter for this part. It doesn't matter if you're in a Mac or in a PC. In fact, for this whole class, it doesn't matter if you're in a Mac or in a PC, except for one shortcut that I'll be showing you. So it doesn't matter what you're in. Open a browser, any browser. So since I've got here, I'm going to actually close Safari. And I'm going to just go with Firefox so that it's a bit more universal. So open a browser, any browser, and create a new tab or whatever, and write sbcc.edu and hit return. So now this is an example. I'm going to just close and share only this window so I don't have to share the entire window with you guys. But this is an example of how I'll be teaching, where I'll be sharing Adobe, Illustrator, Photoshop, whatever on a window, and yet you need your other half of your screen to do it. So you need to be doing this with me right now. I'm going to share right now. What I'm showing you is where class files are, and then we'll talk about what kind of how to get to the applications and that kind of stuff. But Anna, yes,
I don't have a browser. I don't have
Safari.
I have Safari, the only thing.
That's a browser. Safari's
Okay.
a browser would be Safari, Chrome, Firefox, Google is Chrome. When I say Chrome, I mean Google Chrome. Firefox is Mozilla Firefox. Apple is Safari. So it's just different brands. It's like three brands of jeans. They're all browsers. They let you get to the internet.
You want a new window? Is a private window? Or is a
Open
regular?
just a tab window and write sbcc.edu. Diana, are you there? Are you able to do it on your half of the screen?
I had it and then I clicked it off and I don't know where it went. Let's see what else I can
Go
find.
down to your dock and see if you can open it up from there again. Click again on your dock. By the way, Anna also raised your hand earlier on this morning. What I teach Tuesday, Thursdays is Mac classes, and I'm in the middle of teaching people how to use their Macs and stuff. So if you want any support and learn how to use your system itself, let me know and I'll tell you about the Mac classes. But right now, I just need you to go to how to find the class files for this class. So I need you to go to a browser, any browser, which would be Safari, Chrome, Firefox, and go to the City College website, which is sbcc.edu. Diana, tell me what's not working. You're not seeing a browser?
No, now I am in. Diana
Anna.
or Anna?
There's Anna and Diana. Austin,
Okay, call
I'm
me
glad you
T.
had a different name.
Call me T. T is fine.
T.
T Thompson is okay.
All right. So both of you had a question. So what's now I don't know that I'll remember T. I'll try with T, but otherwise.
I
Yeah,
will change my name.
no, that's fine. I actually need you to have your first and last name there, because this is how oh, by the way, Austin, can you add your last name if you know how to rename yourself? If not, I'll rename you, but I need last names in there because this is how the roster, I pick it up from people's names. So let me know, Austin, if you don't know how to rename yourself. I'll do it for you. Okay, so Anna, oh, there you go. Perfect. How do you pronounce that? Just like it sounds, Coombs? So
There we
I
go.
think, perfect. Good. I'm a good pronouncer. So I need either one of you, Anna or Diana, to speak up, and the first one who speaks up, I'll start helping to know how to get to a browser.
I got the browser.
I've got the browser now, but I don't
All right.
know. I don't know the SBCC full
Okay,
email.
sbcc.edu.
That's all?
Hit return. Yep. It's very simple.
Oh, okay.
sbcc.edu and hit your return.
I
or
don't
enter
see
key.
your screen, Miss. I don't have the full action in my, let's see, on
You
my,
should be on the Chromebook that you're watching. You should be seeing my whole screen.
Okay.
way,
now
This
it's
is why we're
different.
doing this hour ahead of everyone to figure this system out. Because then
Okay.
after that, we jump into because it's me sharing all the stuff where we iron out these kind of issues.
I
So,
have all of it, but the screen that it showed me a red screen with Santa Barbara City College. And I cannot download my hand, and it's just like,
oh, it's okay. I can lower your hand, but you
oh,
did have a
thank you, I
question. It's
appreciate
good
it.
to have
I don't
be
wanna-
up. To lower your hand, by the way, you go back to the reactions and the hand instead of raise hand will say lower hand.
I don't have the full.
Oh, you don't have the tools. Okay,
I don't have the tools in my,
got it. All right, so when you go to sbcc.edu, if you're on a small window, you might see a different, like the smallest window shows up as all red, if that's what you're seeing.
Yes.
The important thing is that here on the left side, you see a P.
Yes,
That P is for pipeline.
Yeah.
Pipeline. So everyone click on the P for pipeline. And this is important because all of the class files, the class recordings, access to the applications will be using your pipeline username and password. So I need you to put at the top your username and in the bottom your password. So if you do not know it, I can help you with your username, but I cannot help you with your password. So do you have your username and password, guys?
yes.
I do not. I've been trying to get it from the SBCC, whatever they are.
Tech support, yeah.
And I have not gotten a
Or
response
have
yet.
you just gotten it from, but have you emailed tech support or just the main office or something like that?
I've emailed Shot Center and I've emailed SBCC.
Yeah, no.
That's not it.
You can
Okay.
just get it online. You don't have to, you don't need tech support.
Yeah, you don't
You
need tech
reset
support.
it
Wait,
yourself.
Hold on, Jenny, she might. She used
Oh.
to be a student a long time ago. And so she has a very old account and she is resetting it. And when you reset it, it might not be as easy as just resetting a password. So she might actually need tech support help.
Okay.
Meaning,
My bad.
it might be just a matter of refreshing your password. Like, see that I'm sharing? If you forgot username or password, you can click here on forgot username and password right
Oh.
there. And then here's the problem that you need to put in last approved EID. And if your account right now works for Social Security, if your account is old, they need a set of numbers here that no one can give you except for people at the front office. It's like a bizarre number that only 2 places, Shot Center or Wake Center, front office, but you need to basically either do this on the phone with them or call them or come in person. Because if you don't have that number, you can't refresh your password, which is very frustrating. Now, I just want to take you for a second. Oops, people who know all this are arriving. So give me a second here. I want to say that once you do or don't know this, I'm going to log in, right? And then, hi, Ed, nice to see you. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to show you that in the email that I already sent you, Diana, and everyone, and I'm going to go find it. Give me a second. I sent you an email. Let me go to my sent. The digital design techniques. No, that's the Zoom link. The one that I sent you saying, welcome to class. Where is it? Welcome to Digital Design Techniques. If you look at that email, then at the bottom here, Diana, go to that email. You don't need to do it right now, but questions, if you need any help with equipment or with Zoom or all of that, this is the link that you can use. Join this link and they will help you. It's a Zoom, just like me. There will be a person there who's tech support that will help you get yourself set up. But if you need to come to the front office, their schedule is, I'm trying to think to see what their schedule is here. Is 10 in the morning to, what time do they help here? Till 6? I had it somewhere. I'll have to go find it here.
You know what? I've done all of these things. I'm just waiting for a response from somebody.
Yeah, but that's why,
Anybody.
unless you wrote to the right people, you won't get that response. They cannot give you that 4-code number. Only the front office can help you with that 4-code number.
Okay.
So if you didn't reach the front office, right, then all the other tech support people can't help you. So I am going over here to find out locations and hours. Here it is. Here, this is what I was trying to get to, and it's hard to find. So this is this phone number right here. If you want to call them, and I put it in the chat, 9 to 5 p.m. and say, I need to reset my pipeline and I need that 4-code number, because they are the only people who can give you that one number, which is really frustrating. And then if you want to come in person, then it's basically 10 to 6:15 every day, except for Fridays where they're only answering on the phone. Okay.
But only at shot or
Shot
wake.
and wake.
Okay.
Both shot and wake.
Shot and wake.
Okay. All
Thank
right. Now you're going to need that because otherwise you can't get to the class files. So hi, Ed. I'm helping people here still figure out how to get to VDI and stuff like that. So it'll take a little bit longer. If you want to just kind of tune out for the next maybe 15 minutes and show up again, or if you want to hang out because you know, miss hearing all this wonderful chatter, you're welcome to keep hanging out. All right.
Okay, cool.
So once you enter pipeline, so Diana, you can't do it yet because you need the pipeline account, but Anna and Austin should be here, right? So
Yeah.
you just watch this, Diana, and then I'll send an email this afternoon with information about how to get to this, which is a recording of just these steps. So you'll get a recording of just this little bit. All right, so everyone go to student and then student resources. Student resources, right there. And then on the far right of student resources, right here, you should see the Google Drive. So click on Google Drive.
Okay.
So now if you've never used your school's Google Drive, you might get a little welcome, ooh, get started and that kind of thing. And where you need to go here on the left side is into shared drives. Click on shared drives. Shared drives. And at this point, you should have a window, a box here that says Digital Design Techniques. If you see it,
Teacher,
double click on it. Yes, Anna?
I'm trying to put myself viewing, but I can't, I don't know. Oh, I'm in there. Okay, that's what I'm using too.
Fine.
Okay, never mind, disappear. Shares drive, okay, digital, okay.
Shared drives, you should see Design Techniques. So give me a yes, Austin, if you see it. Anna, you're telling me that you see it. Diana can't reach it because she doesn't have a connection.
I didn't
And
see it.
oh no, Ed, I'm hearing your story. Yikes. Okay, sorry that you're having all those issues, and hopefully, yeah, that's fine if you're in and out, because you know today's the day that I'm kind of catching up people to all the system that you know about. So it's good to have your presence, but that's fine the first day. We're still setting everything up.
This.
All right, so now double click on Digital Design Techniques.
I don't, okay. I don't
And
have
here
this.
we are. These are the class files. I have a lot of handouts and stuff like that that I might be directing you to read or not read, et cetera, et cetera. But most importantly, I have a file that you should see at the top, very top left, that says Zoom class recording links. Do you see that one?
No,
If you-
mine looks totally different than yours,
So
teacher.
it's possible that it looks like this. Yours looks like this. and-
It's a different configuration. It's like
Okay.
it's like an
Yeah,
icon.
like this. You can just see files like this. Is that what
No.
you mean?
No,
Could it be that you see this like thing right here? Which
no,
takes-
I see files with a bird, with
Oh, no, you opened download.
and then
You opened this kind of thing. Yeah.
Kind
you
of looks
To back, yeah, you went twice in, so you need to back out. Go
back
back
out.
over here to the word digital design techniques, and this is where we are. This is the class files. That you opened is files that we're going to use that you need to download, but not yet.
Oh, the
This
class.
is the general folder that has all the handouts. Are you
Okay,
here now?
I think so. Class file digital design. And
Now,
I,
at the very top, this is the one that you all need to pay attention to. At the very top, I have Zoom class recording link.
no,
Okay, so it's possible then, since it's a Z, that you go all the way down to the bottom because these are alphabetical order. And at the very end, the last one you would see it was Zoom class recording link.
no,
All
mine
right,
is.
so
it's
how
the-
about you share your screen, Anna, because it's whatever you're
I don't
seeing.
even know how to share. Okay, now show you.
You
That
tried it with
perfect.
me.
I don't know, I was in the other. You see that? This is what
Yeah.
it shows.
Okay, so you are,
If I click here or here,
no,
The
you're in a
link.
different,
I click here.
yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
Oh,
Okay, I
you
go
know
in
what?
here.
No, you're right. I think I shared the wrong, let me see.
It's,
Maybe I shared
it's,
the
it
wrong
was,
folder with you guys.
and look at what
Oh,
a teacher, look what they say down.
yes,
here.
you are looking at the wrong folder. You're looking at this one. Yeah. Sorry, I shared the wrong folder with you guys. So, thank you for pointing that out. That is my mistake. I am going to remove that access. So now you won't have that folder anymore. So go back to shared drives.
Okay.
I made a mistake. I was doing this last night.
Create a shared drive.
No, don't do anything. Give me a second.
No,
I'm having
okay.
to share the
Perfect.
right folder with you guys. I need to share this folder with you guys. Okay, so go back here to share drives and you have to do a refresh. Go up here.
Okay, hold on.
And
Okay,
refresh. That's the right one. Sorry, I had given you the wrong folder.
oh, what is
So
this?
close
Moving
this.
file?
No, close this. Don't say next. Go up to the X at the top.
Okay,
Okay, double click. There we go.
now it makes sense.
Are
Okay,
your class files. And then the whole big thing on the right side, that's completely unnecessary. On the right, you have a sidebar that occupies half of your screen. Keep going to the right. Keep
oh,
going to the
this
right.
one?
That whole thing, yeah. So go to the X next to the digital design techniques. Yeah, close that up. There you go. And now you can, now you have, there we go. So now go all the way to the very, very bottom. And the bottommost file is the Zoom. Double click on that one. All right. So sorry, you guys, if you had, go ahead.
I don't
and
know what this
say-
is.
The
Gotcha.
first time you open something that's shared, just say, okay, I understand. I can see if you're seeing the file or not. So go ahead and say, I understand. That's all. Okay. Because you click
sharing.
on request edit access and you don't have to edit this. So that's why that was unnecessary. So, and then here on the left, you also have it set up with all this outline. Go to the left. See, there's a word on the top that says outline. Yeah, click on the top, that arrow and get rid
Oh, a
of
line, yeah.
yeah, there we go. So now this is the file that I actually want you to see what you're sharing and see how in the left side you have a series. Scroll down on the left side. You say day 1, day 2, day 3. So here as a sample, I have next to today, October 25th, I have a link. This
Okay.
one is not real because we're still teaching this class, right?
Uh-huh.
In a few days, sorry, hours, basically by tomorrow morning, if you click on the link right here, it'll send you to a video that is the entire recording of today's class. So like right now, if you test this one here.
Okay, do you want to stop? Because I don't see what you're saying.
But
I
you're doing
stop
it
sharing.
yourself. No, but you are doing it. I'm using yours.
Oh, yeah, this
Similar.
thing in here?
No. Down by don't stop sharing. Instead of me sharing it, I'm using your sample. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
who's
okay.
sharing it, we're in the same spot. I'm saying how. Go down and read in the bottom where it says day 1, 2022, October 25th on the left side. See how there's a whole series of dates?
Yes.
Can you put your mouse over it so I make sure that you're in the right spot?
This one.
So that's the link that by tomorrow will be real, but I'm going to show you how to use it because some people don't know how to use these things. So click on it one time. Click on that link and see it gives you another link. And when you click on that, it'll take you to YouTube. And in a little bit, you'll see YouTube opens up, and then this is the first class. Okay, and at first it opens up with this weird video, but when you start playing it, after a few seconds, it comes in, and it'll be basically a 3-hour video of the first class. Now this is everyone else is beginning to show in, so I'm letting people in because we're getting to the 2 p.m. time. But see, here's the class. This is how I normally teach from my house. And then you get the entire recording. Now put your mouse over my face for a second.
Hi there, how's everyone doing?
Turn the sound off, yeah. So notice that there's that's okay. Notice that when you put your mouse up here, right above like where the timeline is, there's like a long white line, like go down a bit. Go down to the, yeah. No, go back to what we were seeing. Scroll up. I need to see the whole thing. Yeah, I need to see the whole video. So go back down. Okay. So see there where you turn the sound on and off?
Here.
So right above it, 1/4 inch above, there's like a line, and it's the timeline for the video. Like 1/4 inch above, move like a tad. Yeah, put your mouse like a tad up, up, like in the middle of my neck. Yeah, down, middle of my neck.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
See that white line? That's the
Yes.
timeline. So see how it says 1 hour. If you move it to move further to the right, it'll say 1 hour and 25, right? So let me explain to you the best way to use these recordings. Say that you had to leave half an hour early. Well, you click on the link and you know that half an hour early, if the class is 3 hours long, then you go to 2.5 and you click there and you see the rest of the half hour. That's, see what I mean? Actually, how long is this class?
2 hours and 31 minutes, this video.
No, the video, but our actual class is longer.
4:15?
Until 4:15, so 1 to 2, so 3 hours and 15 minutes. So what you need to do is say that you missed something in the middle, or in the middle of a class you go, oh, this is really cool, but I'm gonna have to review this. Like you'll say, oh, I need to review how to do this again. So write down the time. Say today's Tuesday class at around 3 p.m. she said something that I know I want to review. So you know that 3 p.m. is 2 hours after the class starts at 1 p.m. So you go over here to the timeline and you click on 2 hours, and then you go up and in and out, right? To see the class files. All right. So that's how you would see. Now these links are on YouTube, but they are private. The only people who can get to these are people who have picked up the link from the class files, okay, that I showed you before. I'm going to stop your share right now, Anna. Thank you. And
Thank
a lot more people have been joining us, so I'm wanting to say hi to everyone. So that's how you'll find the class recordings. Hi, Dot. Nice to see you, Dorothy. And oh, Monica, nice to see you again. Hi, Peggy. It's been forever. It feels. And Aurora. I don't actually think I know you, Aurora. So nice to meet you. Hi there. So I've been spending the last hour catching up people who haven't taken a class with me before as to how to get to the class files and how to access materials, how to use Zoom inside of the class and that kind of stuff. So now that a lot of you guys are joining us, we still have some people ready to go. The class actually has about 16 people in it. A couple people couldn't make it today. So hopefully everyone else shows up within the next 10 minutes or so. But I have one more question that I haven't really finished working on with the people who showed up a bit earlier, which is, and maybe Aurora, because I don't know you, meaning I haven't asked you anything yet. Because some other people have been in others of my classes and I already know their situation. But for everyone, I need you to answer whether you have access already, because you already have a subscription to the Creative Cloud, Adobe Creative Cloud, then give me a big old green yes. And if you do not have access to the applications, give me a big red no. So Aurora, we were saying that, I keep saying Aurora because my mother's sister, my mother-in-law's, my sister's mother-in-law, yikes. I'm from Argentina. And so I'm saying my name is Diana, but normally I would say it Aurora, but a family member is Aurora. So I keep saying Aurora.
You can call me Aurora. It's fine.
Aurora. I'll
No, you can say Aurora.
I can say Aurora. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, totally. I'm happy with that.
Thank you. It's so funny. Normally I just say the names in English, but this one it's coming out like my family member. Anyway, I don't think I've ever had an Aurora student. This has never happened to me before. So, all right. So sorry for that distraction there. Head over to the reactions and give me a yes if you have access to the applications, a no if you do not have access to the applications. So if you have them and they are the Adobe Creative Cloud, so they are new. Some people have them, but they're the really, really old version, CS6 or something like that. So make sure that your yes is yes to the Creative Cloud. All right. So that leaves me with, at this point, Anna and Diana. Now, Anna, you do have your pipeline account. So you can access them through VDI, and I'll show you how. But Diana, since you don't have your pipeline account, you can't access the school applications until you get it, right? So unfortunately, it's a bit of a domino, falling sets of dominoes, because without the pipeline account, you can't get access to the applications. But maybe you need to just watch today and ask questions and stuff like that. And then once you get access, then you can, by next, so today's Tuesday, so by Thursday, hopefully you'll have your pipeline account and everything. And then you can use the recording tomorrow to try to catch up to whatever we do today. That said, today is a lot of setup, as you already see. The first hour went in beginning to set up. Many of you guys already knew it, so you didn't show up. Aurora, I don't see a yes or a no. I think you had said yes, right? Just to make sure. You have the
Yes, I have the Creative Cloud.
Okay, good. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, Anna,
Yes.
if you, there's two choices, and I'm gonna just, for people who want to purchase the Creative Cloud, and in case you already have a Creative Cloud subscription that is really expensive, you need to know that there's a place, and I'm gonna put it here in the chat, which is collegebuys.org. So for Anna and Diana, if you, actually that is not working as a link, so I'm going to put it here, www.collegebuys.org, not .com. And I'm actually going to copy this link so that it shows up as a link in the chat, which is better. So ignore the collegebuys.org and the link. If you click on that link that I gave you in the chat, it takes you to this site, Foundation of Santa Barbara of California Community Colleges, and you identify yourself as a student. Click on that, and this is the cheapest price anywhere. Even if you've got the student price through Adobe, it's way more expensive than getting this from here. So you click on Shop Now, and you will be able to get the entire Adobe Creative Cloud for $40 for 6 months or $80 for a whole year. If you go through Adobe, the student price is $20 a month, so it's still $240 a year. So this is way cheaper than any other way of getting the Adobe Creative Cloud. Now, the thing is, if you click in here and say order now, you cannot order this unless you have a pipeline account. So I clicked on order now, and then we'll see if you attend a qualifying college. So you need to choose your school. And so you go down here and you look for Santa Barbara City College, right? And then when you get a 6 months license for $40, or an annual license for $80. I just said through Adobe, this would be $240 student price. So when you hit buy now, and you don't have to buy it, there's another way you can get this and I'll show you, but for the price, this is truly much easier, but you do need to have a computer that's relatively newish, right? If you have a very old computer that's very full, you probably won't be able to handle having these applications. So consider that. And this is the important thing, you need to provide an EDU email. So what's your EDU email? It's your pipeline username. I'm putting it in the chat at pipeline.sbcc.edu. So I just put it in the chat. That's what you need to use. So your username you already know, because to access, pipeline, you put in your username and your password. But that email address that I just gave you right there, that is what you give these people, because you can only get this price if you're a student from one of these colleges, and that's your school email. Does that make sense, you guys? Again, another reason you need to get your pipeline account. Right. So then and this is the important thing, when you buy this, because you're a student, but once you buy it, this is your application. Now, by the way, you do not need to buy the design tablet that they offer you here. Some people thought they had to. You can or not. I recommend other tablets, but some people thought they were supposed to buy it and they clicked on this, and so no. So once you put this in the cart, you should get charged only $40, or you select 6 months or 12 months, then you'll get charged $80. Okay. Here's the important thing. When you sign in, you need to say that it's a personal account. You need to use your pipeline email because you got it through pipeline. And you need to check your pipeline email because they will send. The only complicated thing about this is that you don't just go pay, put credit card and download and install. This actually has to go. They need to prove you're a student, whatever. So you will get an email from them. Sometimes it's immediate. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days until you get an email from them confirming that you're a student. Then they give you an access code. You download it that way. And when you install it, and I think, Dorothy, you were the one who had a lot of issues with this in the past, right? And other people have had issues with this. You need to make sure that you don't say it's a school account, because then it's an absolute disaster. You need to say it's a personal account. You purchased it. This is your money. You got access to it. And so it'll ask you personal or school. Say personal. And then that's it. You install it, you work it, you have it. That's the best deal you're going to get. So if this is going to work for you because your computer can handle it, then I recommend buying for class, just $40. If you want to have it for a whole year, $80. If not, plan B is to go through VDI. So to go through VDI, you need to also know your pipeline account. So today, Anna, you should click on the link that I just put in there, which is vmview.sbcc.edu, and you'll get to this page. So anyone who cannot, and I believe, Jenny, are you on VDI? I believe. Molly, I think Molly, you have your own. Hi, Molly, by the way, I saw you coming in. I haven't said hi yet.
Hi, I'm out walking my beagle. I'm trying to get home.
Okay, but at home, do you have your own account, or were you using VDI?
Yes, I do.
You have your own account.
No, I have my own stuff.
And Molly,
Yeah,
you have your own account, I think?
yes.
I think we did that last time. Okay, good.
Yeah, I have my programs.
I don't have no action in my screen. I mean, I'm not sure what to do.
No action. I'm gonna.
No, I have you. Okay, now it is.
So now I've disconnected the share. When I share, it does take over. So right now you and Diana, unless you choose to buy it, then you both have to connect using VDI. So Diana, do you know whether you and Anna, it's okay either way. Are you going to buy it or are you going to use VDI?
For today, I would like to use VDI if it's not a problem. And then I will need to be guided because it went too fast. My screen wasn't showing, the other one was, and I was like, okay, I'm lost.
Okay, that's fine. That's the whole point. You can you can watch the recording and stop it and do it and stop it and do it, right? Or I can stay a little bit at the end or during break and help you go through that again. But your plan, the question is, you plan to buy it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the one that you say like 6 months, I would like to get and see, but
Okay.
first I want to see if it works, you know, for
And
me.
then Diana?
I would like to know about VDI.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
I just need to know, BDI, you need to know your pipeline username, and password, okay?
Oh,
So that's why, once again, this is so now for people who need to get through VDI, I'm gonna show this. And let's do this, since right now only Anna, you're the one gonna be doing it. Right
Yes,
now, everyone else has their computers. Share your screen, that way I can help you get through really quickly. And then we can all
okay, where we go?
open
Here.
up, so everyone else, while she's doing this, everyone else, my request will be, make sure that you all have downloaded Bridge, because a lot of people have Photoshop, Illustrator, and Design, which are the three main applications we're using, but we will also be using Bridge. So I need to make sure that you guys have Bridge connected,
Now,
installed.
teacher, may I
Okay.
interrupt? you?
So one second, since you and I will be together for quite a while, I'm letting everyone else know what to do. So give me a second. So if you have a Bridge, Photoshop, and hold on, I changed my view so that I can help her. So I need to put in my participants. I'm cleaning your screen, your feedback. If you have Bridge, Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign downloaded and connected, give me a yes. If not, go ahead and do that, whichever one of those is missing, while I help Anna. And by the way, this week there was an update from Adobe. So anyone who used to have 2022, you might discover that it's already been updated to 2023. So you might be welcome. I get all these welcome screens today because your application might have updated. And if it didn't, and you want to update, use this time to update while I'm helping Anna. Okay. So go ahead and Anna, I'm all yours now. All right.
Okay,
So
what
go
is the
down.
difference if I want to get the purchase versus this? Let's
No.
say I tried this and then I want to go purchase.
Nothing. This is free. I'll just help you connect for today.
Okay, perfect.
So don't, yeah, click on that. Click on VMware Horizon, yeah. There, yeah, click on that one. Mhm. This is basically you are driving to school and you're going to use the school application. So where it says student desktop, no, that big front box, yeah, that one, click on that one. And this is, Diana, what you'll have to do once you get your pipeline account, you'll go to vmview.sbcc.edu. And I will send you a video of how to do this for you and Anna and anyone else who's using VDI. After class, I will send an email with another reminder of how to get to the class files, which I explained the first hour, and how to get to VDI and all the basic stuff. I'll send you recordings for it. But now this is the only part that takes a little bit of time, as you saw, because it's connecting, and in a minute, not yet, but in a minute you will be, so please just wait, let it all happen. You will be, and this might be confusing because I know you're on a Mac computer, you will be in a Windows computer. The school computer that you're accessing is a Windows computer. Okay, so here you are, you have arrived to a Windows computer. So let it run. It's not completely set up yet. You need to see your name appear on the bottom right. And when you do that, then you will be ready. Okay. Now, when I have people using VDI, I tend to use VDI myself because it has different needs and I have to be able to show it. But this is the first time I teach from a classroom. I'm actually at school right now instead of from my home, because I was teaching an in-person class a bit earlier. So I'm not sure how it's gonna work here as opposed to, okay, so stop for a minute. This is crucial. The Google Drive sign in with browser, this is how you're gonna get the class files, Anna. So for Anna and Diana and anyone else wanting to use VDI, each time you arrive, see how your mouse is still kind of doing this little circle thing where it's just still setting up. Once it responds to you, you need to click on sign in with browser. And is it responding to you if you tried it at this point, or is it still thinking? It's there, it's going. And this is again, the entire pipeline username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. It's so your username. My computer's connecting to VDI too, but slow. So until mine reacts, gotta wait. Okay, and now at pipeline.sbcc.edu. It's probably A Thompson or A and your middle initial Thompson. At pipeline.sbcc.edu. Okay, so my VDI is not wanting to get connected. There you go. Pipeline.sbcc.edu. Sorry, I was looking at my screen because I'm trying to get connected myself and it's giving me a hard time. All right. Okay, so next. And it'll take you back into the sign in. Say sign in. And there you go. So now just close this window. Okay, good. So that allowed for the files from Google Drive that I had shown you before. They have just loaded into your VDI. So now say okay down there and you're set and say not now. Good. All right, so now you're ready to go. You have kind of driven to school, so to say, and you're using the school application. So this is important. None of these files that you have in here are in your computer. They will be inside of the school's computer that you happen to be seeing through this browser. Does that make sense? So when you open files and save them here, you won't see them later on their computer. Then next week, when you have your computer where your actual application set up that you purchase, I'll show you differently how to get your files. Okay. I can't hear you. You are muted. All right. You're muted. I heard you say stuff.
That will be after I purchase, it will be on my computer.
Well, once you purchase the applications and download them, you don't have to go to VDI anymore. And then all the files will be on your computer. So now I'm going to address everyone else and show them how to download the class files. And that way, that's what you'll have to do. You can go ahead and do it anyway, since you're going to purchase it. That way you have them on your computer anyway. I'm going to, one last thing. I'm going to ask everyone to open Bridge to start with. So I'm going to show you how to open Bridge, Anna, and then that same way you're going to open the rest of the applications, but I want everyone to start with Bridge. So, and I know you're a Mac person, so how do you open this on a PC? Go down to the, yeah, that's the taskbar is equivalent to our dock, but Bridge isn't there. So go all the way to the left to that little icon. That's the 4 windows. Yeah, click on that where it says start. And then here you have a list and go down to Adobe Bridge, down to more, there it is, and click on that, and then Bridge will open up. Okay. I'm going to let you all at home open up, and there we go. I, unfortunately, am not, for the life of me, able to make a VDI work on my computer, so I'm going to have to be showing you out of the actual Mac applications, which is not good because there's things that I really need to show people who are in, it's okay, on VDI. I'm going to have to, if there's an issue with VDI, I'll have to use your screen to support you because my computer's not doing it. All right, so here we are. When you first open an application that you've never used before, or that you've used but is updated, it comes up with this, oh, what's new? And for all of you at home who suddenly find that their applications are the 2023 version, because you just opened up and discovered that it just changed, if you have an automatic update turned on, your applications have just updated to 2023. If you don't have automatic updates on, you might still be on 2022, or God forbid, you might still be on 2020 and 2021 if you never did update, right? But the latest version at home right now, for people who are connected to the cloud, is 2023. The school, on the other hand, is still on 2022. I don't know if you noticed that it opened because they need to adapt to the change, and this just happened last 10 days. So at the beginning, they begin to tell you things that they've changed or whatever. So go to the bottom and just say close. We don't need this window. And this is only one-time only sign-in you need, Anna, which is, again, your pipeline email at pipeline.sbcc.edu. Once you do this one time, it'll never ask you for this one again. .sbcc.
Pipeline.
.sbcc.edu. Okay. And then, cool.
Okay.
And there you go. So for you, you're the only one who has the class files already, or should. If you scroll down, go to the left to this PC. Up at the top, forget it. I'm saying this as if you'd already used it. I'm sorry. Stop. What bridge is, and hopefully everyone opened their bridge right now, or so I hope.
Is
Yeah.
May I had a question?
Yeah.
Is this Morse based software is for PC, not for Apple?
No.
It's
This is completely, let's say, blind. What's it called? Platform blind. It works for. Hold on, I'm putting in my password and I'm getting a mistake because I'm talking. Give me 1 second while I put my password in. There we go. No, PC, Mac, they're identical. You'll see that no matter what application you're using, they look exactly the same. There's only one menu that has one thing that's in a different place. That's it. They're identical. Okay. So yeah,
Diana?
question. Yes.
When I try to update Bridge, it asks me if I want to import the previous settings and preferences and then remove old versions. Which ones do I check on both?
Okay, so let me explain the differences, because you're all going to be asked these things precisely because the updates are happening. Previous settings and preferences, if you have used your applications enough to have set them up in a way that you really like, the menus are where you want, the settings are where you prefer, all that, because you've made many changes, definitely say yes, you want to inherit all those so that you don't have to re-choose all that stuff. If you have no idea all the settings were whatever they were, you might as well just get a clean install, then say no to that one, right?
And then just
Either way.
hit remove old versions.
Yeah, and so the other one is it can either update you to the new one. Stay there, don't change too much, Anna, because I still need to show you something on this, so hold on. The other question is whether you should get rid of the old version. So if you have a computer with a lot of space and you think that you might miss the old version for some reason or another, you might want to keep the old version. I don't recommend keeping the old version unless you know already that something is not going to work for you. For example, you might have an older computer and you know that the new version is not going to work well on yours. And so people, before you upgrade, you might want to do like research on how does this work on, maybe you're not, if you're a Mac person, maybe you're not a Monterey, maybe you're in still in Catalina. Is a Photoshop 2023 going to work in Catalina? So do some research, and people might go, oh God, with Catalina it's not working, you're going to have to update, and you go, oh, I can't update, my computer's too old to update. That kind of things might be happening. So before you update, just be careful and research. If you have a newish computer with a lot of space, you might want to keep both versions. Other than that, just tell it no, just replace with a new version. If you know that your computer is new enough that it won't have any glitches, keep only the new version. Some people, if you're a professional and your minutes count and you put in a new version and you're having to learn new stuff, it's lots of people prefer to keep the old version and then learn the new one before they get rid of the old one, kind of thing. But if not, you might as well just update to the new one. That said, if you don't have automatic updates on, then you can take your time and first do all this research before you update to make sure that your computer can handle the new one. All right. And normally I don't even speak about this, but we're in the middle of Adobe thrusting out all its updates. And so I just want to make sure that you're all aware because it's happening. Some of you will just boom, you suddenly open up 2023, and otherwise others of you will be told there's a new version that you can update to. That means that you don't have the automatic update turn on, and you can make your choice depending on how you set up your cloud. All right. Now, if you have an older computer, be careful because each time you update, the system takes up more and more of your system resources and your computer gets slower and slower and so on and so forth. All right. The reason I told Anna not to disconnect because I want to show you a little bit what Bridge is all about. But before I talk a little bit any more about this, I need to confirm whether everyone has Bridge installed. Some people who have taken my classes before already know this part. They've already used Bridge, so that's fine. But especially the people I don't know, make sure that you tell me. So Austin and Aurora, I'm going to stop apologizing. I'll say whatever comes up. Aurora, Jenny. Okay, everyone else is set. Molly, do you have Bridge set up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Before. Okay, good.
Yes.
All right. So here's the thing. Especially for this class, for the work we're doing here in this class, which now I'm going to finally begin to introduce. What is digital design techniques all about? Yay, we waited until 2:33 to hear it. This is when Bridge comes into its one of its major uses, because Bridge, as its name very well implies, is the application that connects all of the Adobe applications. And you'll slowly start to see in which ways it works for connecting it or not. But it isn't an application itself in which, for the most part, in which you create new things, but through Bridge, you get access to a lot of tools that are not individually in each program, that they're all collected in Bridge. So like you can open one file after another in Photoshop, but if you want 5 files opened as individual layers in Photoshop, you need to use Bridge to do that, et cetera, et cetera. You can create collections, you can do cataloging, a lot of stuff that you can do in Lightroom, you can do here in Bridge. For people who want to do Photoshop, but people who catalog things in Lightroom can only catalog photos. But if you're into any kind of using any other application from Adobe, sound, video, films, animation, text, all of the other set of imagery, especially InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, the 3 that we're going to talk about, then Bridge allows you to access all these files and open them and work seamlessly amongst all of them. And that's why we're going to be using Bridge as our access for all the files. Plus, some of you are on a Mac, some of you are on a PC. The access to files is different everywhere. Versus as we all use Bridge, Bridge is identical for everyone, no matter where you're at. So Jenny, your hand is up.
Yes, I'm lost in the VDI thingy. I was wondering in the desktop, could you walk me through it real quick?
I thought you said you had, maybe you weren't answering when I was asking. I didn't know that you were on VDI. So actually, yeah. I'm not done with you, Anna. I'm sorry that I'm having your stuff stay there for a bit, but stay there for a minute because I really need to show this to everyone.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, when you get a chance.
Yeah, so just hang on there, Anna.
Okay.
Anna. And then Jenny, after you get into the student desktop,
I'm already in there. I just for some
you clicked on, you clicked on student desktop.
I did.
And you're not getting into the Windows screen?
Okay. I
Once you
think
click
because,
on student desktop, you should be getting to this big blue window screen that she's on. It just takes a while.
okay, maybe that's what it was taking too long and I was being
Takes a
impatient.
while, but not that long. I mean, you saw her, it takes, the only slow part of it, it might take a minute or two to connect to the Windows menu. And then after that, you can open Bridge and you can sign into Pipeline.
Okay, let
Google
me,
Drive. Let me know if in about 4 minutes it's not there, let me know again, okay?
okay, perfect. Thank you.
And then I can check it. Okay. All right. So Anna, thanks for waiting. Here's your turn. So Bridge, if you've never used it before, should open the way Anna's opened up, which is in this kind of window. And what you're seeing is somewhere in the middle of the screen on the top. Can you put your mouse onto the middle of this? Anna, are you there? Yeah. So go up to the top and see there's a blacker word called Essentials. Like it's like pressed up in the top, move up, another inch. Oh, you passed it. Go down and then move to the right now. Move to the right, about 2 inches. There, Essentials. So one thing that's important in all our work and on all these applications is that there's so many things these computers do that they give you the choices to see things different ways. So these are workspaces and we're going to work with workspaces across all our apps. So Essentials is the one we're going to use for Bridge. Just to test it out, go click on the word libraries to the right next to Essentials. Yeah, click on libraries. And when you click on libraries, go ahead, click on it. Your entire window changes. All it does is show you the same things a different way. Go to the right and look at film strip. No, next to libraries, like a little bit to the right to libraries, film strip. Yeah, click on that. Try again. I don't know what got clicked there. Click again. It didn't click on film strip. I don't know what clicked, but film strip didn't change. Yeah, go to the word film strip again. Yeah, and click. You might have zoom tools in the way or not. Can you click? You're not. Yeah, you probably have zoom tools in the way, right?
I don't have no action. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, because the little window there is trying to teach you something. So it's trying to say next. So go to next. And they're trying to teach you something. Nothing happens. Okay, say okay, done. All right. So now go to film strip.
no,
Really? All right. I don't know why it's
let
not.
me
No,
refresh.
no.
Ah,
No, do not do that with VDI. You
okay,
have to reconnect. You don't refresh in VDI because you have to reconnect. It'll be rather quick connection, but yeah.
okay, sorry.
You have to consider that once you're in this
Okay.
app, need to consider that you're in a computer and it's like doing that is like restarting the whole computer. So
Oh.
anyway, if it's not going to film to this file, you don't have any files.
That was,
chosen, so
that's the
okay.
film. Now it does it.
Film script, okay. Now on the left side of your screen, right under, you see the word desktop? Yeah, right underneath that where it says favorites, then go up right where you are. Don't stop moving your mouse so I can lead you. I need you to stop moving your mouse so I can tell you where to do. Okay, go now. Move it up. It says pictures, documents, desktop, then your name, and then this PC. Click on this PC. There you go. So everyone on their Bridge, click on this PC. On a Mac, it says computer instead of this PC. All right. Oh, I forgot to have you go back to Essentials. I'm sorry. At the top, you click film strip, go back to Essentials. Yeah, we're all going to start at Essentials. Okay. And this PC. Perfect. So Essentials, this PC, or if you're on a Mac, Essentials, and on the left side, computer. Okay. Is everyone there? All right. So the only-
Diana, I updated Bridge and I'm kind of trying to find it now. Let me just see.
You're on a Mac or on a PC?
On a Mac.
Okay, so you can go up to the top spotlight, like on the very top right, search.
Okay, it's just verifying it now, I think.
Okay, and the first time it might make you give your Adobe Cloud password again.
Okay, thanks.
All right, good. So now, the only one who already has the class files is in this case, Anna, and maybe Jenny, once she connects to VDI, because the class files, these is the class computer. So the class files are already there. There's Gustavo. So go ahead and your fourth choice at the top, it says local disk, DVD drive, see all those icons, documents, and the fourth one is Google Drive. You see that? Anna?
Yes, right here.
Yeah, so double click on that one. And inside of there, go to shared drives. Does this look familiar? In the Google Drive that I sent you before most of you joined, I was showing the people how to get the class files. This is it. These are the class files. I took them to Google Drive through Pipeline, shared drives, Digital Design Techniques, open that, double click. And then this will take a little bit of 30 seconds because it needs to read the class files. And then you will get to a folder called download class files right there on the left side. That folder, double click. And these are the class files. So this access that I just gave her is what we're all going to do in everyone else's computers. So here she has a bunch of files. This is where we want to get for everyone else. Okay. So now that you're here, you're in a good spot. I'm going to ask you for one more thing, which is I want you to go to the top right of your bridge screen and maximize your screen. So go over to, yeah, click on that and maximize. See how that fills your screen? This might get confusing for some people, but it's on the Mac, things float around, and on the PC, they don't float around. So it's always a bit confusing. So I find that the easiest way to get people to be able to switch from application to application is to use the taskbar at the bottom for the PC or the dock at the bottom for the Mac. So if you fill your application, once they're open, they all look so identical inside, and it gets really confusing if you have them all in different windows. But filling the screen, now I'm going to lead her to open one of our applications, for example, Photoshop. So go down to the same exact window, and the rest of you guys, I'll tell you now how to get to the class files, but I want to show you how to set up your files. So go down again to where you first picked up Adobe Bridge, which is bottom left of your screen, bottom left, bottom left. Yep, that little window. Click on that one. And now go open Adobe Photoshop, which you need to scroll down a bit because it's in P. A little bit more, and oh, not so much. Hi, Gustavo, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Nice to see you. All right. So she's opening. Did you click on it?
Yes, I did. Let's see if it done.
Again, click on it.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it is opening. Okay. Yeah, it's just when you're sharing your screen on VDI, it's a bit slow. Okay. So yeah, that'll disappear in a minute.
Okay.
When it's done doing this. So here's Photoshop. And once it finishes opening, once you open it, it looks so similar that what I want you guys to do is to maximize the screen of this one as well. So whatever window you have here, say okay to the learn window, and then go again to the top right and maximize that screen.
It disappeared.
There it is. No, it's fine. It's how it, yeah, click on that so that disappears. Okay, so this is the good old welcome to Photoshop, which for some reason is really big. So move it.
Hey, Diana, I'm a little stuck.
Yeah, one second. I need to finish with Anna so that everyone sees how to open their screen.
Okay,
and then
cool.
I'll go
Okay.
and give individual support to
Okay,
everyone.
perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so now when you first open it up, it's going beyond your screen. That's the problem that I'm seeing. Hold on. It's opened way bigger than your screen. I think because you were changing the size of your screen.
Do you want to make it smaller or bigger?
No, that's not the point. It's going beyond. Go ahead and say new file. I don't want you to go ahead and say new file. I want to see if the whole window is. Go ahead and say new file, the big blue button. I need to see if it's your VDI or just say go to the bottom right and say create. I don't care what you're creating. I want to see if your Photoshop window is in. No, it's not in. Go ahead and do hit your control key. This happens sometimes. And your screen is outside of the screen is all I'm saying. Hit your control key on your keyboard. You see the control key, go down your control key, and then go up to the minus and hit the minus key on your, like the dash minus plus, and see if that helps. Nope, that's only doing your window. Click. I'm gonna stop your share because sometimes this happens when you're sharing. Your screen is outside, you won't be able to see your tools. And this happens to me sometimes on VDI and I have to get in there and on hand and fix it for you.
Okay,
VDI is awesome, but it is a little bit quirky. Okay, so when you're sharing your screen on VDI, things slow down and they become a bit messy. So I'm going to help you with that a little bit on your own. Meanwhile, Jenny, tell me what's happening and
Okay,
I need to
so
get everyone
I-
to download their files.
hold on, let me just mute you because I have you on 2 devices.
Everyone else, this will be simple. It's only VDI that gives us the first day hiccups. And that's why I'm taking much more time with them. But for everyone else, once you get the files, it'll work. So while I'm waiting for a second, I want everyone to get to the class files again. So who was missing when I showed people how to get to the class files? I think you weren't here, Aurora. Who else
Yeah,
wasn't?
I wasn't here.
Okay. So do you know how to access Pipeline?
Yep, I'm in pipeline.
Okay, so go to the shared drives. You're in Pipeline, I'm sorry. Do you know how to get to Google Drive? Okay, so let me go back everyone to Pipeline.
I'm in my pipeline Google Drive, and I see my shared drives, but I don't see it shared with me.
It's not shared with me, it's shared drives. So go to shared drives and then you should see a Digital Design Techniques box. Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
Double click on that. Okay, so everyone, I need to know whether you're here. I gently walked everyone who is here at the beginning to this place. Some of you popped in and I know from the past that you know how to get there, but not sure that everyone remembers. So really quickly, once you get to your Pipeline account, you go to Student Resources. And from Student Resources, you go to your Google Drive. And then once you're in your Google Drive, you go to, shared drives. And then you double click on Digital Design Techniques and then you should end up right here. And at this point, I want to get a yes from everyone to show me that you are here before I move on. And if you're not here and you need help, then I'll help you. So Jenny, I know that you need a bit of a hand. So what's up? I stopped hearing you, so I kept
Okay.
talking.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I stayed quiet because you were helping. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, hold on. Let me tell everyone what to do first then.
Okay.
Those of you who got here already, what I need you to do is I need you not to double click. I need you to just right click on this thing that says download class files. And actually, I didn't change the file name. I noticed here. To Fall. It's not really the spring ones because I changed the files, but I forgot to change the file names. Okay, so download class files, right click and download. Click on right click and download.
Dan, I don't see the download class files.
Okay, so when you got to shared drives, did you open Digital Design Techniques?
I did.
Okay, so if you're not seeing icons this way, you might be seeing it this way, in which case it's the top folder. And if not, you're seeing it this way, then it's right there. Scroll up and down. It's this folder. Now,
What I'm seeing is up above you. Here, I
yes,
don't see anything
if you
below.
double clicked in here already. Some people double click the download class files, don't. But if you do, you might be seeing these files. If you're seeing these files, you've gone one too far. So go back to the word Digital Design Techniques shared drive. And then you should see it there. If you still don't see it there.
Oh, I see download class files right there.
So right click and download. Hit download and it'll start zipping and
Okay,
it'll
yep, got
download
it.
into your downloads folder. All right.
Great, thanks.
Well, when you guys, this finishes downloading, then you're set. I'm going to clean your answers right now. When you're finished downloading and you're set, I will help you get to these files through Bridge. So I need you, when you're set, to give me a green check mark. Now I'm all yours, Jenny, until everyone else is done. So I'm stopping. you
Okay.
share. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, let me share screen. Okay, so what I was having trouble with, so I got here to the share, sorry, because you just went through that.
No, stop. You said
Oh.
you're gonna be using VDI.
So I'm using, so here I am, but
You don't need to download class files. You're the only one, only VDI people do not need to download class files.
okay, so I went here, student desktop, but I wasn't able to get into the,
Close this little tab, go, don't, no. You do
Okay.
not open applications from there. That's the problem.
okay,
That is not the Photoshop we need. So
okay,
go on the top right and just see where now under running, it says student desktop, Acrobat and Photoshop.
yeah,
So go to the X next to Acrobat and close that.
okay,
And then there you go. All right. So hello.
yes, I'm here.
Okay. I'm just having, okay. So now go to close this window that says you've signed into Google Drive. Close that one. Yep. Go up to that X that you're about to click and click on it.
Hold on, I have
All
to
right.
remove.
Yes. Close that X right there. Yeah, Zoom stuff that you need to move. Okay. And now on the left side, bottom start window button, which is left, the completely the other side. Yeah, click on that. Yeah, and you're gonna open. Try again. I don't think that it. Yeah, and then go to bridge from here on that list. Go down. Nope. It's a Adobe Bridge. So go all the way up again. I meant down like some words. Keep going way up. Way up. There. Almost there. Bridge. Perfect. Now click on Adobe Bridge. So that's you opening Bridge. And cool. You're there. Do you want to locate previous versions of Bridge? Say
No or yes?
go ahead and say no, because I don't know in VDI what it's going to do. Just let
Okay.
it close cleanly, because there's nothing really there. And you're in essentials. So go up to, on the left side, go to this PC, two up from that choice. And stop not responding. I'm going to stop share because when I'm sharing, it's even harder. So wait until that thing starts responding and then click
Okay.
on this PC and then double click on Google Drive.
Okay,
All right.
thank
So
you.
I'm not seeing many yeses. So did everyone download their files? If it stopped saying file zipping and stuff, some of you might, I forgot to say, some of you get a message saying, would you allow Google to download these files on your computer? So you should say yes to that. Molly, you're giving me a thumbs up. Remember that the yes and the no stay versus the thumbs up disappear. So if I'm not paying attention right when you do it, I might not see the thumbs up. So
Hey,
yes,
Diana,
gives me a constant answer. Yes, Ed?
so I got pulled away by the plumber just when you were talking about this, so.
Is that you done?
I'm assuming that I'm going into the student section of Pipeline and I'm looking at shared drives, and which folders do you want me to
Yeah,
download?
digital design techniques.
Say again?
Digital design techniques.
Got it. Thank you.
Has other shares because of other classes. Yeah. And then the download class files, that's right. You should be in something that looks like this. And then these digital download DDT fall 2022, right click and download those. Okay. Hopefully the plumber fixed your heater. All right. So once this is trying to download, some of you might have been stopped by a window that said, allow Google to download multiple files. So if you didn't say yes to that, you might still be stuck in there and it's not downloading. So I forgot to mention because it didn't show up for me, but the first time ever you need to tell Google it's okay to download multiple files. If you didn't say that, you might still be there. All right. So here's the deal. If we now go to find our files, we might still not discover them because they still might need, depending on your computer, they might need to be unzipped. And I don't know if they need to be unzipped on your computer or not. So let me show you how to do this. It's different if you're on a Mac than if you're in a PC. Somehow I've got to change my share. Give me a second. So first I'm going to demo it on the computer I'm on, which is on a Mac. So I'm sharing my entire screen right now. Oh, I have something else to show you. I need to show you our Padlet, but anyway, I'll do that in a minute. First, I want everyone to have the files, and then we'll be ready for other stuff. So when you download files from the internet, they go into your downloads folder, PC or Mac, it doesn't matter. But in this case, I've downloaded a ton of files. So what happens, instead of downloading a ton of files individually, it downloads one big file that's zipped, and you need to extract it, is what it's called on the PC, or just unzip it on the Mac. So let me show you how to do that. Go and open a Finder window of some kind or another. So for the Mac right now, go here to the Finder and click on this little half blue, half white, in case you don't know how to use your Finder windows. And then over here, find the word downloads and click on downloads. So this is for the Mac. I'll show you how to do this on the PC, but I can't demo both at the same time. If this is you and you're on a Mac, when you look here on the right side, you should see at the top a download class files.zip. Now, if I'm going to make this icon look a little bit bigger, it's basically like a little zip because these things are zipped. Okay, so how you deal with these on a Mac is very simple. Just double click and they will unzip, they will expand. Okay, and there we go. That's the folder now ready to go. So that's all you need to do. But in order to not have them twice, once you've done that, I would recommend right clicking and getting rid of this one so that it's one less folder. And here you have all of the files. Now, you might have been looking at this way as icons. And so then there's the folder. You could see this in so many different ways. If you are a Mac person and I've lost you, let me know. But if you got it and all is good, then this is the time for questions about how to go to the downloads folder, because you need to unzip it first. Your computer might have automatically unzipped it. Depends on the speed of your computer. All right. Doesn't seem to have any questions.
Diana, was this for Mac or PC that you were going?
This is Mac, what I'm doing, but you have
Okay.
VDI, Jenny. So for you, nothing. If you have VDI,
Okay.
your files are already in Google Drive, so you do not need them.
Okay.
All right. So then PC people, let me, I need someone who's on a PC to share their screen.
I can show you with the other computer. It's a PC.
No, because
But-
it's a Google Chrome, it's a Chromebook. It's
Oh,
not,
it's not.
not a PC. A Chromebook is a Google Chrome. It's in between. It's neither nor. It's kind of like an
Oh, okay.
does anyone else have a PC? Is no one else on a PC in class?
I have a PC. Oh, but I have a Mac.
Who said that? I can't.
Dot has a Mac.
Dot. You have a Mac. I need a PC. If no one else is on a PC, it doesn't matter. Gustavo, you're on a Mac, right?
No, I'm using VDI.
You're on VDI. That's true. You've always been on VDI. And okay, so if no one needs PC because you're all on Macs, then that's fine. Aurora, I didn't ask you. I think, are you PC or Mac?
I have a Mac.
All right, no one's on a PC. I don't need to demo it on a PC then. Wow.
That's good.
Usually it's half the class, but hey, if no one's on a PC, I don't care. All right, good. Then that's it. Then
So Diane, this is the smartest class you ever had.
I know.
They all bought Macs.
Or the richest class I've ever had. I don't know which one it is. All right. So okay, so now what I'm going to do then, I'm going to share with you my bridge. And what we're going to do now is go to bridge. Okay. So here's Bridge, and I'm going to make it a bit smaller so it shares a bit easier. And notice that I'm moving things around. You put your mouse on any of the Adobe programs, whatever they are, you put your mouse right on these lines and you can reorganize sizes of things to your heart's content. Okay, and I'm just redoing these a bit for an easier share for you guys. But for now, when you first open Bridge, if you've never used it before, I told you to go to Computer and you'll just see your Mac hard drive. Now, the one thing that we need to go find is our Downloads folder. So click on your name, whatever your name is. In my case, it's DE Musakio right here. So you might have your first name, last name, or your entire name there as your user. It's your computer user. And then right here, you have your Downloads folder. So I'm going to show this again. Your username, whatever that might be, which is right underneath Computer. That's same for everyone. And then here's different for everyone. And then Downloads folder. Double click on your Downloads folder. And whatever you have in your Downloads folder will appear over here. And if by default, it should be by alphanumeric order, which means numbers first, and then A, B, C, and here in the D's. So if you have a ton of stuff, you might need to scroll down to the D's. Now, don't do anything yet. Don't open this one. And if you did open, say you double clicked and opened it, just back up one, go back to Downloads, because I want to make a shortcut so you'll never have to look for your files again. Go here, drag this folder where it says drag favorites here. And I'm going to put a little spotlight on my mouse so that you can see my mouse. There you go. So over here, it says drag favorites here, right? So you grab this folder, which has our class files, and you drag it and drop it right there. And that's it. From now on, there's no need to look for them. Every time you open Bridge, you just click right there on download class files, and here are the class files. Now.
Hey, Diana.
Yes, Jenny?
I can't see any of the VDR.
It's still all stopped. Okay, so I showed you how to do this. If you're in trouble, let me know. Meanwhile, I'm going to stop my share and I'll have Jenny share again. Share what's happening. VDI is not opening up for me. I always teach VDI from home, but my computer, this computer is older than my home computer and it's not happy. So I don't know. Okay, share your screen. All right, so
hold on. You said to
you're
go on.
So you need to go to this PC. You're on VDI, so you're different. So you go to this PC, one up from your name, one up.
Okay, sorry, I had to unmute the other one. Okay, so
on the left side where you see that it's got your name, go one up to this PC.
okay.
And now double click on Google Drive, which is your third icon in, double click. And then double click on shared drives. And now double click on Digital Design Techniques. And now to do the same thing that they did, grab this folder and drag it to, it says drag favorites here on the left side. Just on the left side where it said this PC, desktop, documents, pictures. At the bottom of that, it says drag favorites here. You see that? You just passed it.
Oh, right here. Okay.
So grab that folder on the right side that says download class files.
This one?
Yep. And drag it. Yeah. Grab it and drag it there. Perfect. Let go. You've just created a little link to it. Okay. Now click on that. And then you don't have to go always this PC, shared drive, download, you just click on this and you're straight.
Okay.
And there you are. Now, yeah, that preview is huge. So why don't you grab that column on the right? No, don't. Put your mouse a little bit more to the right till the tip of your mouse touches. No, go back to where you were on that bar. Yeah, and just a tad to the right, like 1/8 of an inch to the right until your mouse touches the edge. There. Click and drag to make that bigger where you see the files. Yeah, there we go. Click and bit slower. Click. Okay, I'm not sure. You got it. There we go. Click to the right, and there you go. You need to leave some of that preview. No, not gonna all of it. I want just a regular column, not just about. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Good. You're ready to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Anna, your hand is up.
Yes, I went into VR bridge and I don't have the download. Do you want I put it in drag favor?
Yeah,
mine?
so you need to back up one. And
Yes.
so that you can put it in down in the drag favorites here from the folder, yeah.
Do you want I show you how I have it just in case?
Yeah, go ahead and share your screen and then we're done. And then after this, we are
Okay.
ready to go.
Okay, I'm here and I grab it and I
No,
put
no,
it.
no. You are on VDI. You cannot
Okay.
use your downloads. You and Jenny need to go to this PC. So it's the only people in this class is you and Gustavo, who's on VDI. You find your files under Google Drive. You do not find them in a download. So go up to Google
That
Drive.
mean I can put this, I can put that in
No,
the dragon.
No, first go all the way to the place we're going. So double click on Google Drive because there's like 4 more folders before you go. Double click on Google Drive, double click on shared drives. It's taking a second. Double click in Digital Design Techniques. And now don't double click on this. Now grab that folder that says download class files and drag that one to the drag favorites here. Yep.
Okay.
And now click on that thing that you dragged on the left side. Drag that on the left. You just made a little download class files where you dragged it. Just click on that now. There you go. And now you've got the class.
Okay. Now regarding this, it's already filled up.
Oh, good. Now it filled.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Can you close the bookmarks there? You don't need that open at all. Yeah. One less thing to have in your space. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're perfect. Now, since you're sharing, let me show you something. Go to the top right, like right above the word on the, yeah. And then right the middle one, the maximize your screen. Yeah, there you go. Click on that one. Now, maximize your screen. Now, she happens to have her screen set to a very light color here. So you can't tell, but the default color of Photoshop, I don't know why you came out so light. The default color of Photoshop is going to be dark like the bridge. And so it'll be hard to distinguish one from the other, but now it'll be easy to go from one to the next, not by moving things around, closing and opening, but go down to your taskbar. For those of you on a Mac, which is everyone else in this class, go down with your mouse, down, 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 oh, down, down, down. Yeah, right. Yeah, where it says type here to search, move to the right and see how the last 2 icons you are. Right is the other way, to the right, a la derecha. PS right there. Photoshop, and then one to the left is bridge, BR. So click on BR, click on BR, click. Now you move to bridge. Now go to click on the PS. Back there where you have the BR, now click on PS, Photoshop. Don't keep going up, stay down there, PS, BR. This is go down to the taskbar again. That taskbar is the name for that bottom there, which is the dock on the Mac. And now I want you to flip from bridge to Photoshop, back and forth, click, yeah, and then click, and then click. So whenever I say, now we're gonna go to Illustrator, to Digital and Techniques, to bridge, all you need to do is that what she's doing right there. See that? Click, click. You don't need to be minimize one, open the other, close one, close the other, all the stuff that people get into rigmaroles. All you need to do is switch back and forth like she's doing right now down at the bottom, okay? Perfect demonstration, thank you. And now I'm going to demonstrate that on a Mac. On a Mac, I have Bridge open right now. I haven't yet opened Photoshop, so
We're
sorry.
not seeing your screen, Diane.
Yeah, I need to share my screen. Give me a second. Thank you, by the way, when someone else is sharing, I tend to forget to reshare, and Ed is really good at always reminding me. So thank you for being the on task reminder of what's happening. So here I have my what's new in Photoshop kind of message. So if you get this one, you can just ignore it. You can learn what's new if you want, or you can
BR, okay.
click on this little X. And so on the Mac, it's the other way around. It's on the left side, the green button is the one that maximizes your screen, as opposed to on the PC, you went over to the far right that I showed her, but most of you guys are Mac people, so I'll just remind you, this green maximizes the screen. Then you go to the dock and here they are, PS Photoshop. So now I go to BR Bridge and I maximize that screen. And then when I want to go from Photoshop to Bridge, later we'll be going to InDesign, Illustrator, a bunch of different stuff. You just switch that way. And then you're never confused about which background is which background, which application is which application. So you'll see that once we open them up, they're all virtually identical workspaces. And sometimes it's hard to know which program am I using. Well, there you go. Click on this, click on this, click on whichever one we're going to open, and then that's the one we're going to be using. That said, I want everyone to go to Bridge and sit in Bridge for a minute. Breathe. And if anyone is not here yet, meaning if your Bridge does not have the class files, let me know. Otherwise, if you have Bridge loaded with class files and ready to go, and maybe you open Photoshop, it doesn't matter which, one of another program, and you have practice moving around, maybe it's just, you know, moving around to some other notes or something like that. Then if that is good with everyone, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us get a break, which by the way, for people who joined us an hour later, it's like, oh, so soon. But some people have been here since 1. So it's time for a break for everyone. And now we are ready to jump into the whole, like, what's up with the class, what we're going to be learning, whatever you're going to be making, and class files are uploaded and ready to go. One thing that might be missing, some of you guys might have not yet signed into the chat. So when you come into class, I need you all to go to the chat and to say, hi, I am here. And this is part of the attendance thing. So you don't need to say even who you are, because I see that Gustavo says, hi, Gustavo is here. Just a little sign in, just a little hello, aloha, whatever it is that you need to say. That's enough for me to see your name. Now, one last administration thing. I know that some of you have been in my class before, and if you write Gustavo, I know your last name. Molly, I know your last name, but these attendance sheets get audited by auditors who come and see, because if you're in class, they pay us for you to be in class. It's a whole state thing. They need to see your last names. So if you want to be called Molly, fine, leave Molly, but add your last name. Monica, add your last name. Gustavo, add your last name. Although Gustavo, you're on your second screen. The first one does say Martinez, but if anyone has, the first name should be the one you want to be called. Your second name has to be your last name so that we can get, we can claim proper attendance and all that kind of stuff. All right, I'm not seeing anyone raising their hands or having a red flag or any desperate faces. So it seems to me that you're all set up with Bridge loaded and ready to go. Nope, Gustavo seems to need a hand, and Jenny too.
Yep.
All right, so let's do this. I'll let
Sorry.
people take a break because both of those are VDI questions. So 3:15. Let's take 15 minutes. So let's be back by 3:30 p.m. I put it in the chat. Meanwhile, I'll help VDI people and I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. All right. So yeah, Gustavo, you're fine. Jenny.
I just want to make sure, because you went through the shortcut to do this and that, but the VDI, okay.
Okay, there it is. All right, so this window that you have open on the left, it's like it's a student desktop, all that. You can close it by clicking on that little tab. Yeah, click on that tab and don't open it. And it's hard because now and then you're going to put your mouse and want to open it because it's right there, but we don't need it for the rest of the class. So there you go. Now go ahead and open your a Photoshop. So go to the far left little start window icon again and open up Photoshop. Yep, there from there. Click on start. Right there. And then Adobe Photoshop. So a P, go down a bit. You'll have to scroll a little bit. There it is. Perfect. On that. And take a minute to open up. I'm gonna mute everyone so people can have a break without caring about noises. So for now, Jenny, to speak to me, you need to unmute yourself again because I just muted the whole class. So if you're speaking to me at all, Jenny. there
Okay,
you go. Now you
yeah.
have it. So once Photoshop finishes opening up, we're gonna make sure that it expands to fill the screen. And let's see. Nothing worse than a program being watched to open. It's kind of like boiled milk.
I think this is where I was having trouble, like how to, or I don't know.
Yeah, wait it out. There it is. Okay. So this is the same thing that was happening, interestingly enough. This is the same thing that was happening to Anna, where that top, the screen is kind of like, it's weird. You're both having it open up in gray. That is so weird. Okay, so let's do this. Go to, put your mouse on that top bar of this thing. Yeah, we're a little bit to the right where you have no more words anymore. To the right of the word help. Keep going to the right, 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 right. The other side. Right is the other way. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Now one more to that empty space to the right of, yeah, click on that and drag it to the left. There we go.
Okay,
You filled your screen. Perfect. That's what I needed you to do. So now go down to your taskbar at the bottom
okay,
and see how it says Adobe. Oh, it says Adobe Photoshop or Bridge on the far right. So now click on, this one's open. So you're in Photoshop. So now go to the left and click on Bridge. Click. Click. Now you switch to Bridge. Now
okay,
go back to Photoshop and click.
okay,
Okay, so that's how you flip back and forth, just by
okay,
leaving the applications full. You don't have
okay.
to with any other stuff. And there you go. That's it.
That was it? So I don't have to download anything in Photoshop right now?
Nothing.
We're not yet.
It
Okay,
is open Photoshop. That's all. That's where everyone is right
okay, all right, that's all. Okay, thank you.
now. You're welcome. All right. Yes, Diana. Your sound is off, so you need to unmute yourself because I muted everyone so they could make all the noise they wanted during break. So that,
Am I on now?
yes, you're on.
Would you tell me again how to get my mouse back to the right click on the right side and the left click on the left side?
Once you switch it, it's always on. So now your right click should be working. If you click on this side and the left side is your regular click, should always be happening where your index finger is. And your
Okay.
middle finger is your right click.
So it's gonna stay that way.
Because the middle ground is a little bit confusing. So just do like that and then you're fine.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
basically the regular
didn't-
right click you've
I
always
didn't know you
done.
could do that.
That's the right click.
Thank you.
We use the right click a lot for these applications, you'll see.
Okay.
And so we need to make sure that it works. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. No one else has a burning question, then let's, oh, Gustavo, yes.
Diana,
¿Qué tal? Sí.
gusto verla. Fíjese que tengo un problema, no responde el Photoshop cuando lo trato de hablar.
A ver, ¿puedes hacer un share?
Ya, déjame.
Muy bien.
Me quedé aquí.
Y se quedó ahí frenado.
Ujú.
¿Hace cuánto? Porque me venís levantando la mano hace rato, así que hace rato que está frenado.
Sí, hace como unos 15 minutos.
No, está mal. Y lo peor es que cuando estás en VDI no hay cómo hacer un force quit. Esto me pasó ayer. La verdad que el VDI está funcionando re mal para todo el mundo. Mira que vos hace mucho que lo venís usando y sin problema. Mira,
Sí, sí,
andate
sí.
abajo a donde dice en el tab, en el taskbar. Ahí muévete la mano abajo.
¿Para acá?
Sí, y a ver si puedes hacer un right click en Adobe. A ver, espera. Sí, text
Sí,
image,
text image.
allow, decía allow.
¿Allow? Ok.
Ok, que a veces cuando te pregunta cosas también se frena el proceso. Ok, andate de vuelta abajo ahora de vuelta y hacete en Photoshop a la derecha. A ver si le puedes hacer un right click.
No pasó nada.
Nada, está muerta. Y hacer
Sí.
un clic normal. Nada. Y Bridge también está muerta.
Sí, también.
Oh, estás recongelado, tenés que empezar a
Sí.
hacer. Lo cual es una...
Y ni para escribir otra opción, nada.
No, porque cuando ayer se me frenó así el VDI, también cuando estaba enseñando, se me congeló y cuando se congela así no hay nada que hacerle. Vas a tener que cerrar el tab, pero primero tratemos de hacerlo un poco mejor para que no sea un desastre. Andate a la izquierda de todo esto, andate a la izquierda y ves ahí que hay como una pequeña pestaña en la mitad, si abrí ahí, ¿se te abre? Sí. Entonces andate a Student Desktop. Are you running? Hacete un clic ahí y decir close.
Close, ok.
Podría haber dicho hacer log off, decir cancel en lugar de decir
¿Por qué
close.
cancel?
A ver si
Ok.
log off es hacer log off. Ajá.
Ok.
Sí, log off, ya.
Estaba trabajando bien, no sé qué pasó.
No
No,
sé.
¿verdad?
Yo creo que como porque están poniendo los programas nuevos y que no les da
Disconnect.
decir close ahora. Y
Y
ahora
trato de nuevo.
andate a Horizon y desconecta de ahí completamente, arriba, como cuando cerramos. Hacer log
Y
out de ahí.
logout, ¿verdad?
Ujú. El único problema al hacer esto, viste que no pudiste desconectar del Google Drive, ¿no?
No, se quedó
Estaba
yo creo
congelado.
conectado, ¿verdad?
Entonces, cuando vuelvas a abrir, lo primero que tenés que hacer es ir a refresh, hacerte un disconnect y connect del Google Drive de vuelta, ¿ok?
Ok, entonces, ¿le doy un refresh o?
Probá de vuelta ahora con Access. Yo diría hacer un refresh, yo diría cerrar el programa, cerrar todo el browser primero.
Ok, lo voy a cerrar, yo creo todo y lo voy a volver a hacer solo.
Exacto. Cuando esto empieza a pasar es un desastre. Yo no
Ok.
puedo hacerlo porque me pierdo la clase, no sé.
No, sí, yo entiendo.
Pero tengo que hacerlo, yo no pude conectar tampoco, así que un desastre. Bueno,
Entonces, si quiere, muchas gracias, lo voy a hacer y ahorita cuando regresemos a ver qué pasa.
desconectate, te hago entrar de vuelta.
Ok,
Ok,
gracias.
de nada.
Gusto verla, ¿eh?
Me gusta verte también. All right. Hey, sorry, it took me an extra minute to get back. I forgot how far at school the restrooms are. I didn't make it all the way there. I'm back. And I was helping during break. So yeah, I'm not in my home. It's so weird. I've been teaching from home for 2 years. And then I started this HighFlex class that I teach in the mornings where I teach people from here who either are on Zoom or in person, so they can do either one. And then I had to stay here to teach this one because I can't make it home in the short time I have in between. So if this technically is an issue and doesn't work, which today I couldn't get on VDI, if this keeps happening, I might have to ask you guys for an extra 15 minutes in between classes so that I can actually make it home and then teach you guys from there. We'll see how this works. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Anyway, all right. So here we go. Welcome back. So hopefully you've heard me speak and you're all trundling your way back to the computer. And all right. My morning students bring me lozenges because my throat was going away. So I have like 80 lozenges here. Fortunately, I'll grab one if I need. All right. God, I hate this this camera. All right. So we have done the hard work of getting everyone on, getting all the materials set up, but I haven't really yet had a chance to tell you much about what we're going to be doing in class and how we're going to be covering it. So that's part of what I'll do today. And I also want to tell you where you're going to put your class work, how you're going to show me your class work, which some of you haven't taken a class with me for a while. And this is something that has evolved over time. So maybe you never had to do this or not. So let me show you what's happening now. Is first of all, let me say that this class is part of a certificate program. So if you want to take the series of classes that form part of the certificate, and then you can get, you need to get a pass on all the classes, and it's 4 classes, and it's Photoshop, Photoshop for photographers, Illustrator, and Digital Design Techniques. Then you no, not Illustrator. One, you have an optional class. One is Illustrator, and what's the other one? There's 2 choice classes, but the ones that are being taught this semester at least are those 4. So even if you don't want the certificate, you still get graded. Now the grading is just pass, no pass. So it's not like you need to worry too much if you don't want the certificate. But if you want the certificate, you can only get it if you pass all the classes. So what does passing imply? And passing means that you have participated in all the classes. Because this is not a credit class, it's not about your grade, it's about your participation. So if you are in class and you are asking questions and you're doing the work, that's a pass, because some of you guys are already at a higher level and some of you guys are beginners. People who are beginners are not going to end up with as, you know, complicated work as someone who is at a higher level to start with. But as long as you all progress at your level, you're all passing. So it's not like compare yourself against others, rather how much better you're doing. So to see how you're doing, I need to see your work. Some of your work I'll see all the time because you'll be sharing your screen, as you already saw today. Because of VDI, 3 people in particular had to share a few times because they were having issues, while others haven't had a chance to share yet. When we start working, it might be the other way around, might be someone else who's sharing. And yet there's some people who will never share. They're keeping up. They don't have issues. They tell me their problem and I can walk them through it. So I'll never see their work. So what I need you to do is, as we go through, I need you to do screenshots of your work and post these to a Padlet. So in case you don't know how to do screenshots, I'll teach you how to do that as well. Please ask me. But most of you guys are on Macs, which means screenshots are easy peasy on a Mac, actually. What's going to happen today, for example, we haven't done any particular work that you can screenshot, but just to test this, you have all, hopefully successfully, accessed your class files on Bridge, right? And that's something that we just got around to doing. So what I'm going to share my screen with you. So if this is my screen where I've got my applications open, and to make, Heather, what I would like, never mind, I'm talking to myself. What I'd like us to do is to do a screenshot of at least a portion of this image. Now, again, since most of you are Mac people, this is so simple. Go ahead and on your keyboard, press the Shift, the Command, and the 4. So three keys, okay, with your left hand or right hand if you're right-hander, Shift, Command, and 4. Then your mouse turns into this little kind of a crosshairs, and then do a little, actually I needed to pick up the 4. Do a little area, at least like this, that shows me that you made it there, and let go. So when you let go of your mouse, you'll see that at the bottom right of your screen, a little mini picture of what you just screenshot appears at the bottom of your computer. And you can let it be there. And it's going to go deposit itself on your desktop, which is never a good place to have files. So I highly recommend that once you post it into Padlet, which I'm going to show you how to do right now, just go and delete this file. This is just a little file to show me your work. So if you're in the middle of creating all these complicated maskings, or you're making a poster, whatever you're doing, you're going to be doing 1 or 2 or 3 screenshots during the course of the class, depending on what we're working on, to show your steps. And also, you can do work during. Now we don't have much time between Tuesday and Thursday, so you might do some homework or some easy stuff there. But between Thursday and Tuesday, you might have a chance to do some more work, and in particular, personal work that you've been doing that you want to show me or have questions about and stuff like that. So let me show you where it is that we're going to be posting this. So there's a place called Padlet that's online, and it's I have to move my screen. Give me a second because I'm on the wrong screen. Are you seeing like the thing that says DigitalDesignTechniques with green background leaves? Is that sharing with you guys right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good, because I had to change my monitor and sometimes it closes. So Padlet is accessed by the link that I put in the chat during class. So I'm going to give it to you once again, and then I'm going to email you, and then I'm going to show you in the handouts where this link is. And right now it's an empty place for you to post work done. So just so you have an idea, here's the Padlet for the last Digital Design Techniques class that I taught. So see how people are posting the stuff that we work on, asking me questions, giving feedback, that kind of stuff, right? So this is an example of a Padlet. I have an Illustrator, Photoshop, all these different Padlets. So ours is empty. Oh, Monica just posted something, so thank you. So I want you guys to be posting as you create screenshots, to be posting them. Sometimes like some people are putting down a list of what the techniques are that they learned, and so you can keep track of what it is that you've been learning. So here's how you post it. On the bottom right, you're going to see a big plus sign. Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's green, whatever, but this is a plus sign inside of a circle. You click on that plus sign, and then here at the top under subject, please put your name on, because this doesn't record your name automatically. So if I write Diana, and coincidentally enough, in this class, there's 2 Dianas. So I'm going to put Diana M or Diana Musaki or whatever it is I'm going to write. But for the most part, for many of you, first name is enough, because I'll know you by then. It's not like this isn't for attendance. This is me knowing that you are Aurora, Gustavo, Monica, and stuff like that. So Diana should be enough. Except for us Dianas, the rest of you should be enough. And then you can either drag that file from your desktop or click here on upload. So the first icon, and then go click on your desktop. And then you can click, I have all these different screenshots that I've been taking. So I don't know where I have this one. Bridge. Here's my desktop, my bridge. Sorry. And hit open. I prefer dragging it on, and then it'll pop in here. Now notice that this is just a small file. So here is a sample screenshot of bridge, class files, whatever it is that you want to do. And then you hit publish. And then it'll pop up. So today we're not going to have much creativity in this, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows how to access it and has posted their files. So like Anna here, you've posted, but the file isn't up, like it didn't come in with a file. So you might want to open it up again. So say that you need to do that again. You can go to these three little dots and hit edit right there, and it'll open up again, and then go ahead and put in your file and then just say update, and then your file will post in there. So can everyone please do this? I want to make sure everyone has the system down. Again, how to get here, go down to the class Padlet link that I put in the chat. And Diana, you can post a screenshot of anything on your desktop. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure you know how to do this. Go ahead and practice. Do a screenshot of something, even if it's your background. Click on this thing and post it, because I know you don't have the bridge open right now, but I want everyone to have this here. So this helps me with attendance and with keeping track of how you're doing and whether you have questions and what is or isn't working and that kind of thing. All right, so Anna, were you able to update your?
No, I don't know. I tried to do it, but it doesn't seems like.
Okay. So go here to where you see your name, and then click on
Yes.
these three little dots and then say edit. Click on that and say edit.
Edit, yes.
Yeah, and then just go and find your file, your screenshot, because see how it posted without a photo. Go find it again on
They
your.
upload, take a photo, link, image, and three
Yeah,
dots.
you can actually also, what you did is true. You can actually say upload and then take a photo right there.
Oh, okay. You want to
that
take a
too,
photo?
And you
Okay.
can do that, but this is, be careful, because then it'll, oh no, you can't use it, take a photo. You know why? Because that's just going to take a photo of yourself. So no, forget it. It's not a take a photo. I thought maybe you could pick up a screenshot. No, you have to do your screenshot.
No, I can do a screenshot with a different way than you do. You know, I do it with the one on the computer. It calls a screenshot, you know, the capture.
Whichever way you want to do it, the shortcut works for me. If you know how to do it with the screen capture, which is an app that does it, be my guest. Take a screenshot, whichever way you prefer, and then upload
I
it.
will see if I can do it.
Now, why I'm saying screenshot, because at first I was asking people to post files, and if it's a layered file, if it's an InDesign file, Illustrator files, when you post those files and you click on them, the whole thing downloads. It's a disaster. So, and some of them don't even post, like InDesign doesn't post. So I don't want the actual files we're working with. I just want screenshots of your work so that I can see. And a lot of times I'll be asking you, make sure to grab the layers. So if you have a question, I can see the layers, or I can see your pages or your links,
There we
whatever
go.
it is that we're working on. So make sure to target the kind of areas that we're working on. And I'd want to have a screenshot here for every person that's in class, which I know there's many more of you guys. So if you don't know how to do this, please ask me. And again, I don't care what you post right now. I just want you to post something to show me that you got this system down. And then, yes, when we are doing the classwork, then you'll be posting the classwork. Okay. So there's Austin, there's Aurora, Peggy, Ed, Gustavo. Oh, he had to disconnect and connect because his Wi-Fi completely canceled. Dorothy, do you need a hand? I can't hear you. I muted everyone over break. So if you're accustomed to being unmuted, you can unmute yourself at the beginning.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go into the Padlet, and then when I hit plus, it just has this white thing that shows a subject.
Yeah, so under subject, write your name.
Okay.
Scott or Dorothy, whatever in there. Yeah.
And then I just
and then click on that little first icon that appears right underneath.
Upload.
It's going to
Okay.
open your Finder window, and then go find your screenshot, which always lands on your desktop if you're a Mac person. So go find your screenshot from the desktop and select it, right? So go click on the desktop word and select your screenshot that way.
I'm sure which one it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. All
And
right.
then just press open and there you go, and it'll post. And then say publish. Done, publish on the top, and there you go.
Great, thanks.
Perfect. Anyone else who hasn't posted yet? Molly? I don't think I see yours, Molly. But other than that, I think I see everyone's. Gustavo and Molly are missing, so I'll look forward to having you guys do it. And then Diana, I don't know if you managed to post something, anything, any screenshot?
Not yet. I can put something up, but I haven't figured out which what I'm doing yet.
Talking you through it. So you need to talk through the screenshot, or you know how to do a screenshot?
I don't know how to do the screenshot. I've
Okay.
never done it before.
So the screenshot, as I said, is you're on a Mac, right?
On a Mac.
Okay. So go ahead and with the hand that's not using a mouse, hold down the shift key, the command key, and the number 4 all at the same time.
Okay.
Now your mouse should have turned into a little crosshairs. So go ahead and with that mouse, select something that you're trying to surround, like I'm selecting Peggy's and Jenny's posts here. And once you let go, that's it. Your screenshot is sitting on your desktop waiting.
I'll try it without all of it. There's only going to be a section, so it won't be the whole thing.
Yeah,
It lands on the desktop.
lands on the desktop.
Okay, so you got to figure out
And
how to
then you
use
go to this plus sign and put your name and then click on this and go to your desktop to attach your file.
Okay, I've never done this before.
Some of you guys can write things about your stuff. I was working on this and I couldn't. So my goal is to have you guys put in here what works, your homework, your classwork, and also what didn't work, stuff you're trying to do and you have questions about, or files of your own that go, how would I fix this? Or what would you do that? Or if some of you guys are up to a project of your own, you're doing business cards, you're doing marketing material, you're doing a website, select and post and share with us, and I can give you feedback if you want, or just post to show us what you're doing. I'm going to ask you now in a minute what you guys are up to. But today I'm just kind of dumping the how-tos of the class. Gustavo, your hand is up.
I already did the screenshot, but I don't know how to share, upload it
Are you
using VDI.
you're doing it from VDI? You're doing it from the Mac?
Yes, from the VDI.
VDI. So, but you're on a Mac on VDI?
No, it's
The
PC.
Chromebook
Yeah, PC.
on the PC. Okay, so
May I share
I'm
my
gonna have to
screen?
have you share your screen because I don't have a PC here. Because my video isn't working, and when you share your screen, I can do it for. Hold on a second. I'm trying to finish up with
Okay.
Diana. Were you able to post, Diana, or do you need a hand with that last step? Because I'm not.
I think I need a hand with the last step because I can't get.
All right. So go
my-
ahead and click on the plus sign that shows up. Did you link to the Padlet?
No, because I can't close any of the materials that I have open on my desktop. It's all, I can't
Do you
move it.
see-
I can't do
Do
anything.
you see the chat? Do you see our chat in the Zoom? If not, go ahead and share your screen with me if you want. But I know that at first, when you have Zoom and 20 other things open. So here's my request. Before you start the class, make sure to close any applications that are running in your entire computer. First of all, once we have a bunch of these applications open, they take up a lot of your computer's processing power. So turn everything off that's unnecessary and leave only Bridge open. And then each time, some people can handle Photoshop, Illustrator, Design open all the time, but some people can only handle 1 or 2 at a time. So we'll do my best to have you close one, open another, and leave just 2 working at a time. We do want a lot of interaction between them, but I'm going to try not to get 3 open at a time. So Diana, I'm waiting for you to share your screen so I can help you.
I'm trying to close things and I can't.
All right, so don't close anything. Can you find Zoom? I'll help you close them. Can you find Zoom? You see the big share Zoom? Is that all you can see? Can you see that? This share screen button?
No, I can't find that either. I'm gonna have to shut
Right.
down because this piece is way too big, first of all, and I
Okay.
can't get it to shrink.
Okay, So hit the escape key on your keyboard. Sometimes if things are too big, they need to shrink, an escape key. If they are full screen, I don't know if they're full screen, that might help you. Other than that, if you're on a Mac, let me share my screen for a second here. If you're on a Mac, here I'm sharing my entire screen. Look down here on your dock, and anytime you see a dot under anything that you don't need, like you don't need the notes right now, right click and quit, right? But so that's one way to get rid of all the other stuff that might be open and leave only Bridge and Photoshop open, right? And so you don't have Bridge or Photoshop, so I don't know what else you have open, but anything else you have open, just close it this way, leaving only Zoom, because really that's all you need right now, because you're not using any other application for class because you don't have them yet. So right click and quit, right click and quit. Get rid of everything but Zoom, and that'll clarify your entire screen. Okay, so the only other one you can't quit is Finder, which will always stay open because that's your computer running, so to say, it's your operating system. So once you quit everything, has that clarified? Have you gotten rid of a lot of stuff now?
Well, I'm getting rid of it little by little, yes.
So work on that.
I had a lot of stuff open, that was the problem.
Meanwhile, I'll go help two other people whose hands are up.
Yeah,
Anna?
let me keep closing stuff.
Yeah. So Anna, you have a question, or is that from before? Your hand is up from before? Okay, I won't lower your hand in case you're just not able. I'm not hearing you. Do you need to unmute yourself to speak to me? Let me head over to Dot. Dot, you have a question?
I'm trying to figure out how to keep this thing. I think I may have figured it out. How to keep the link so that when I want to add something.
So this link I will show you right now. When you go to the class files, if you go to the class files, I have actually a Padlet in here, that a file in here. These are all the class files, right? So over here, I have one that's called Padlet link for digital design techniques class. And actually, now that I think about it, this is probably the link for last week's class. There it is. So I just updated it. I'm glad you asked. There you go. So now, now that I'd updated it, in fact, this will, oops. Once I've used it, so now it should be that if you refresh, it should be at the top, like suggested files, because I just changed it, but otherwise it's called how to use Padlet. So head down and scroll down until you see the how to use Padlet. And during the week, when I'm not here to give you the link, you can come here and click on this link, and it even shows you step by step what to do. Okay, so for the rest of the week, when you want to post something, just click on the link right here and it'll take you to the Padlet. When you're in class, I'll give it to you by clicking on the post. All right.
Okay, I was just thinking about having it, like I have favorites on my computer on
Oh, you can do that. Yeah. So depending on what are you using, Safari, what are you using?
Safari.
Okay, so if you're using Safari, you can just bookmark just the shortcut for bookmarking is Command D, and then you add a bookmark, and then that's what you do for that. Or go up to bookmarks and say add a bookmark from there, but Command D is the easiest.
Okay, okay.
How I do that? I'm sorry.
And then you have it ready to go. All right. Okay.
Thanks.
Cool.
Hello,
Who's talking?
I did. I'm sorry, I could not speak before. I don't know, I was
Oh,
frozen.
okay, Anna, you were muted. All right.
Yeah, the question is what you just answered, but I could not figure it out because I don't have a way to save the bookmarks. to
What
work on this.
application are you using? Oh, to a work computer? You guys can't save bookmarks to your work?
I don't have a way to
Command D?
Command D
That's in Safari. Are you in Safari? Are you in
in
Chrome?
Safari, teacher.
Command D? Yeah, so hold down the command and then tap the letter D. And as long as you're, oh, I just,
I'm not sure how
Yeah,
to do
no,
that.
it's possible that you're not on the program. Maybe you're on, on the desktop or something. So make sure to click again on this, to make sure that you are here. Let me open this up. Make sure that you're on the right tab. I'm on the wrong
Yes.
tab myself. I opened the old one.
And
Oh,
Command D.
this
Oh,
one.
okay, I got it. Okay.
There you go, Command D.
And you put it into favorites. Or
Yeah,
bookmark.
wherever you put your bookmarks, you can put it on your toolbar, you can put it in your favorites. You can put them.
I
and
don't
save it.
have a toolbar.
I'll give it to you in class, and then you have it in handouts, and then if you make a bookmark, that's another great way. All right. Cool. I'll look forward to Molly posting, and I'm not sure you're not pointing out that it's not working. And then Gustavo. I wanted you to share your screen so I can tell you how to do it on a PC. So Gustavo, can you share your screen, please?
Yes.
By the way, with Gustavo, many times I speak in Spanish. If you want to know what's happening, let me know, but it helps him a lot to process the information. So I'm going to help him in Spanish, but if you need this, she's the only PC person. So I guess for the rest of you, it doesn't really matter too much. So Gustavo, andate abajo donde ves el Start Window a la izquierda. Allá donde está a la izquierda el Start Window, andate más para la izquierda, sí, y andate al Search, a la lupa. Ok. Y escribí ahí y pone la palabra, hace un clic.
Oh, ya lo sé hacer eso, nada más que
Pensé
ya
que
lo
querías
hice.
dar entonces, ¿qué es lo que no sabía?
De hecho, ya lo hice, lo voy a volver a hacer aquí. Le hago según el screenshot, ¿verdad? Pero no sé, ahí está, un ejemplo. Y
¿Qué es la
ahora,
parte que
pues,
no funcionaba? Andate al Padlet, que lo tenés ahí abierto.
sí, ya lo tengo abierto. Porque ya lo hice y ya nada más lo quiero,
¿Dónde encontrar el
Ajá.
archivo? Claro, estás
Ok.
dentro de, lo que pasa es que si estás dentro de, andate al Pictures. On the PC, it's held under Pictures, you guys, not on the desktop. So go to Pictures, andate a Pictures, haz un clic.
Ok. No,
No se fue, porque vos lo hiciste dentro de...
VDI.
No, porque no lo hiciste en VDI. Lo hiciste en VDI. Sí, lo hiciste en VDI. Es cierto, lo hiciste en VDI. Lo que te conviene, ¿en qué computadora estás vos? Si no.
Esa es la personal, es una PC.
Claro, entonces no te lo hagas en VDI, hacételo fuera de VDI. Andate a un ese script que abriste, hacelo. Claro, vos me dijiste que hiciste el shortcut. Tenés que hacerlo fuera de VDI para que te caiga afuera. O sea que tenés que ir, estos tools que estamos viendo ahí son los de VDI. ¿Cuáles son el tool tuyo? Ahí, esos de ahí abajo. ¿Ok? Andate a ese, ahí tenés que buscar. Entonces se te quedan en tu, sí, o andate a esa lupa que está ahí a la izquierda, a esa, y ahí búscate el snipping tool ese que es el no de VDI, perfecto. Y ahora haces Windows Logo Key Shift, pero el Windows Logo Shift S es de tu computadora. Y ahí
que va a ser lo mismo que hice ahorita. No sé qué se pasara, ya se fue.
Ok, pero andate de vuelta, te fuiste, andate de this PC, te quiero hacer el shortcut. Andate de this PC que te ayuda a hacer el shortcut. Andate de this PC que no tenés un shortcut ahí. Y ahora andate a Google Drive.
Drive, level share drives, DigitalTechniques.
Y ahora frenate ahí y agarra ese download folder y the drag favorites. No, andate uno para atrás.
Ok.
Subí de vuelta, ajá. Perfecto. Y ese folder, hacele a la izquierda donde dice drag favorites here, hacia tu izquierda. Clic y ponelo ahí abajo de pictures. Abajo de pictures dice drag ahí, perfecto, soltalo ahí. Muy bien, y ahora hacer un clic ahí.
Ok.
Y ahí entonces hacete, ok, y ahora ándate a tu computadora, no al VDI, y búscate el snip tool de tu computadora, y ese se va a ir a tu pictures folder.
Ok.
Ajá, perfecto. Y ahora hace, si quieres hacer un new, o si no, el shortcut, que es el Windows Logo Key Shift S, que también funciona.
Ok.
Entonces hacete y te ignora esta cosa, pasala por encima, no te lo va a recordar. Te va a
Ok.
recordar lo que está abajo, o sea que está perfecto.
Ok,
Hacete un click
ok.
and drag, click and drag y vas a ver que no se recuerda la parte de Windows Shift Key.
Ok, suelto, ¿verdad? Ahí
Yeah,
está.
Any snip you take ignores the part of the window that says to do this. Yeah. So now ahora puedes ir a tu Digital Design Techniques y vas a ver que lo vas a encontrar en Pictures. Andate arriba.
Ujú.
Hacete un refresh porque recién llegó. O sea,
Oh,
cancel
oh,
porque será
sí, es
de
aquí, ¿verdad?
Sí, o sea, cancel y hace de vuelta. A ver, a lo mejor el refresh funciona, pero si no hace cancel.
Pero el refresh va a ser afuera de
No, por eso no,
VDI.
abajo, sí, pero es abajo a la derecha de sí, cancel, cancel. Abajo a la derecha de
Ok,
esta
ok,
cosa.
ok, ok, ok.
Sí, y ahora busca de vuelta porque recién ahora entró a tu Pictures folder. Ok, ahora
Ok.
busca Pictures folder.
Pero este sigue siendo en VDI. Estoy usando el.
No,
Oh, ok, ok.
este es el de tu computadora.
Oh,
Pues ahí
ok.
está Pictures, dos para arriba.
Pictures.
Pictures.
¿Cómo?
No, es
A lo
que
mejor
Diana,
lo que
estoy
pasa es que
On the
usando.
desktop.
Windows 10 está buscando. No,
Es
es que Windows 10 cambió.
Diana,
Sí,
porque
cancel.
mire, este de acá abajo ya ve que esta es mi computadora y esta es la computadora de la escuela. Photoshop Bridge y estoy usando el internet, el internet de la escuela.
Ok,
de VDI.
entonces hace cancel y andate a tu propio Finder. Abrí tu propio Finder
Ajá, que
abajo,
está
andate a
acá.
tu ventana
Ajá.
y
Y aquí
abrí.
estoy en VDI, mire, en VDI.
Ok,
Y este es el mío.
decirle cancel. Decirle
Ok,
cancel a esta puerta.
cancel.
Ok. Andate abajo a tu taskbar de tu Windows 11.
Ujú.
No ese, sino que el de abajo. Y abrí. No, ese no es el taskbar. No es el
¿O
quiero
no?
que abras el Windows Explorer. Ahí. Ese folder amarillo. No, dos para la
Ok.
derecha. Ahí. Y andate en ese. Ok, andate a Pictures. Ahí tiene que estar. Screenshots. ¿Ves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doble clic.
No.
Pero,
Picture can be saved on the desktop.
¿qué?
Can be saved, que puede ser que la ponga en el desktop.
Yeah, but he did a.
Está.
Probate ahí en el desktop. La PC Windows 11 a lo mejor no lo guarda. Ok, andate al desktop.
Sí, porque yo pienso, pero es solamente un pensamiento, ¿verdad?
Andate a
Que-
escribí click on desktop a ver si está ahí.
Ok,
No,
ok, ok.
lo hacemos después porque ya la gente está esperando.
Sí, 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 no, no se preocupe, está bien. Sí.
Ahí puede clicar en el desktop.
Andate a cliquear en desktop, pero no creo que en la PC. Anda a la
No
izquierda.
creo que está.
Anda a la izquierda, ahí donde dice Quick Access Desktop a tu izquierda. No creo que esté ahí. Pero
Abajo,
uno para
abajo.
abajo. Uno para abajo.
Uno abajo.
No,
Ah,
no va a estar.
no está. No, porque en la PC lo guarda. Ok, estoy stopping your share. On the PC, it saves it on the desktop. He has a computer. He has a Windows 11 computers, and he's working inside a VDI Windows 10, and it's your computer where it's saving.
Oh.
So anyway, I'll help you after class. Gustavo, te ayudo después de clase.
Sí,
Okay.
no se preocupe.
So just stay after when everyone's gone, and I'll give you a hand with this. Okay. All right. So sorry about that. I was confused about his Windows 10 and VDI and Windows 11, and I'm not sure. Maybe Windows 10 used to save on the pictures folder. Maybe Windows 11 is saving it somewhere else. I don't know. So I'll have to look into that for a second. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna share my bridge again. Now you've got all the admin taken care of. Like there's nothing else we need to do administratively. You know all the ins and outs. You have the files. If you, so actually let me stop my share because we don't have enough time to delve into any particular file right now. But what I do want to see from you guys is show of hands. How many of you guys are experienced with, hold on, I have another survey that I need you guys. How many of you guys are experienced with which program. So there's a link that I just put down there, the new link, not the one for Padlet. That takes you, please click on that survey. And it takes you to a quick little survey. It's a Google form. And I need you guys to tell me what you do or don't know, what you have or have not used, so that by Thursday, I'll be more acquainted with levels of experience in the class and what you're up to. And I still want you to come, guys, while this is being filled up, I want some of you guys to share, but it's not, you don't have to give me any complicated answers, just yes, no, maybe I've used these, I've not used these, that kind of thing. But I would like to know, well, this is being filled out, if anyone is up to anything in particular. So for example, Diana, you told me a really interesting thing on the mail, on an email about what you're up to. So, and why you're taking this class and what you're trying to do. So I'd love you to share that. And then you can finish filling the form. But so can you tell us what you're up to so people can know?
I write instructions that are illustrated on a Japanese handicraft called temari. Temari is stitchery on a sphere, essentially. And in order to do this, we were creating three-dimensional drawings on a two-dimensional page, which makes it a little bit different, let's say. These are balls that were originally made as toys for children, but they evolved into an art form in Japan. They're predominantly gifts among women, i.e. the birth of a daughter or a birthday of a lady friend, that sort of thing. They're very, very intricate. And if you want to see what they look like, you can look on my website, which is temari.com, temari.com.
Temari, T-E-M.
temari.com.
Okay.
I have 5 books out, and now that I'm retired, I've discovered that I have enough material probably to put together another 3 more. And so that's what I'm doing. They became very popular.
Here's, I'm just sharing. This is the work that she does, and it's pretty cool. She shared this with me. So anyway, these are books and stuff that she's up to, and she wants to update her books, create some new instructions. So awesome, right? So yeah, that's the thing. When you have some time, like you said, now you're retired, you get to do this. And so you said you already have 5 books out?
Yeah.
Are these them?
Yep.
These are your books. Okay, very cool. So now we're all going to be part of seeing how she begins to create her new 5th book. So awesome. Thank you. So why this helps me to know, not because your project has to be awesome or not. Your project can just be, I just want to learn because I want to find out more about Adobe. Yeah, that's a perfect thing. But when you tell me if you do have a specific project, then I'll know, for example, that she needs to know how to prepare images for print because they're going to a book. But realistically, when things go to become into a book, they're also probably going to be marketed online. So she's also going to need to know how to prepare those files to be marketing online, maybe on a blog, maybe in social media, maybe as part of a whole marketing campaign. I don't know. But as the class goes on, we'll find out, and then we'll know how to prepare an image for the different particular things. So now she might have final projects that she needs to photograph and put in something, or she might have, I think you said you wanted, I think you shared with me at the beginning of this thing, you had shared a screen when you had other things open. It's the instructions, right? It's the plans.
Yes.
So it's line art. So it's different than a photograph. So anyway, just telling me that opened my brain to all the different things I need to show you, or I can show you of how to prepare your materials in particular for your needs. Now, we're going to be using class files for learning how to use the things, but knowing that, I'll go, oh, and Diana, when you do this or that, da 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 da. And oh, Jenny, when you do this, because your interest is different, you need to prepare it that way, right? So telling me what you're up to helps me support you in your personal stuff. And then when you do create one of your personal stuff, you put it up in the Padlet to ask me questions. Meanwhile, we're all learning with files that we're kind of plodding along doing the same material. Does that make sense? Yes. So anyone else who wants to share what they're up to, and again, it can just be, hey, I just want to learn because I got a new job and they told me I have to update the website, or I just am an eternal extended learner who wants to know everything about everything, or
I have to confess one thing, and that is I haven't used any of these computer programs since the beginning of COVID. I haven't done it for 2 years more. And so I need to remember all of this stuff, and I've forgotten it. So,
well, the goal is for me to acquaint you with, you're not going to learn how to use all of these programs deeply. These are all huge programs. I teach entire classes just on Illustrator, just on Photoshop. Unfortunately, the one class that we don't have set up, I keep saying this, but it takes so long for the gears to grind, get rolling here at college. We don't have an only InDesign course. So what I do here a lot is I teach you some of the basics because you all need to be able to function in the other programs. But then I teach you how to incorporate all that into InDesign using Bridge as that's my reminder to look at the time for class time. So it's the combination of which program does which best. Many of them overlap. What's the difference if you need to prepare an image to go online, to go to print, to go to what types of project, to go to screen printing? Like what are the different ways to prepare them, how to get that source material, and that kind of stuff. But if you want to be really good at Photoshop, continue on with Photoshop, which, by the way, a class is starting this Friday afternoons at 1 p.m. I'm starting a new Photoshop. My last Photoshop just finished last weekend. So if you want to get better at Photoshop, you can join that Friday class. Illustrator starts this Friday as well, but in the morning. So I'm starting an Illustrator class Friday morning. So if you're like, hey, I have all the time in the world and I just want to just dive into this, take all three. You guys are in the one where I overview programs, but I collect all the material. So you create certain things in Photoshop, you create some things in Illustrator, you put it all together in InDesign. Okay, so it's the program that gathers all the material and creates the layout for whatever product. Now there's specific other apps that you might put together, say a movie, or that you might put together a website, but you can still be sketching things. You can be sketching your website in InDesign and Photoshop or in Illustrator, even if later you really will put all that material in a different place. So I'm not saying that InDesign is the place to design everything, but for certain, everything under the world of printing is designed in InDesign, and in interactive applications, interactive PDFs, interactive ebooks, that kind of, all that kind of stuff. And it's probably not the perfect place for sure to be doing websites, but you can create wireframes. Anyway, there's layout, grids, magazines, you know, all that kind of stuff. We are going to be addressing that kind of thing. So anyone else who wants to share what they're up to? And I might call you on you otherwise, but
Hi, I work as a video editor, but I also want to write a book that has images in it. And because I use Premiere Pro all the time, I have the cloud for Premiere Pro. I also just wanted to learn the other programs. I'm like, I have such a resource. I'm only spending money on and using the Premiere Pro. So yeah, I'm interested in that. And also I create video thumbnails. I usually use Canva, but I'm interested in using just the Adobe Cloud to do some of the stuff that I usually do on Canva.
So you guys, what she said is really interesting, because she mentioned an application that I'm not going to teach you, which is Canva, but it's awesome for a lot of really simple material. And it's, I didn't even say simple, it's you can actually do more than just simple on it. But there's programs out there, there's really simple programs that you can use that kind of pre-make things for you. So consider that when you want to do something beyond that, when you do want to do things that are completely your design, your interest, that's when you get into Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, right? When you get into the real thing. But some of you, your interest might be whatever you learn in this class will give you the tools to then go to Canva and go, oh, this is the easy way to do that. But when I want more outside of this, at least I know how to do it the big way. In this case, Aurora's like, she's been using Canva. She's like, I'm ready for more. You have a lot of skills. You do, already you need to have a lot of skills in order to do video editing. My husband's, Jesus, my son is a filmmaker, video editor. And believe me, I used to just only edit minimal things until we hit deadlines. And trust me, I can teach a Premiere Pro right now just from helping him on editing on deadlines, right? But it's so cool because what you discover is it's a world. The Adobe Creative Cloud is a world of applications that all interact with each other, right? And if you know one, so when I'm saying I'm using Bridge, the next step would be most people tend to know Photoshop. So once you know the tools of Photoshop, then you segue into Illustrator, you know about half of that, then you move into InDesign, you already know about a quarter of that. It's like it's a learning curve, gets easier and easier because all of these programs use the same vocabulary, 90% of the same shortcuts, stuff like that. So knowing one supports, that's why my questions, what do you know if not? To see how to juggle your knowledge and see which way to make it segue into your project. So yeah, when you're doing video, you need titles, you need to do, like you said, thumbnails, stuff like that. So you still need to know what's the best way to make that one, to have it pop, people to click on your link and stuff like that.
And sometimes newsletters, like I have my own website and I want to keep clients interested, and it's not that I'm really like doing it too much, but that's why I'm here. I want to learn how they all work together and just like what I can do with them.
That's awesome. I highly recommend or request, if you want to share with us in the Padlet, like put your website or something like that for us to just see. It's exciting when I always get so inspired when I see what people are really up to down there. Like I know you as faces, and then when you show me what you're up to, I'm just blown away. In this class, I tend to see some awesome things happening, and then awesome people starting out on not knowing what I'm teaching, but being really good at whatever they do, right? And so it's cool to incorporate people's diverse knowledges. So Ed here is an amazing photographer, and so in my Photoshop class, he's always showing these incredible photographs that he's editing, and then he's taking these classes to just, be interested and learn more and maybe do other things with his photos, but he's just blown away by the kind of photos that he takes. Incredible stuff. So I think all of you guys have something to offer, right? And to share. So like now and then I'll do something and Ed will share a photo, but he's applied that already. And it's like blown away and people go, whoa, so that's what I can do if I learn this? Cool, so they get inspired. So yeah, share your stuff. It's exciting. It's also good at giving links to free classes or stuff that are happening because he's in that world. So yeah, I like the interaction. Anyone else who wants to tell me what they're up to? Because I want to be honest and not honest. I want to acknowledge that the class is over. Class should have finished at 4:15. So I don't want to keep you here late, but if you need to go, please go. I'll see you on Thursday. I'll send you an email with videos about how to access VDI, how to access the handouts, how to access Padlet, so that you can remember how to do that, how to access class recordings. I'll send you an email with that as soon as this recording is up and running. But other than that, I'll expect you on Thursday without much more than what we have to really start. But if someone wants to stay behind and tell me a bit more about what they're up to, I would love to hear that. So anyone else has something to share?
I need your help to shrink down this thing so I can put it into the last format that you want us to submit. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so if someone else wants to tell us something awesome, otherwise post stuff in the Padlet. And meanwhile, Diana, why don't you share your screen and I'll figure out what's happening and tell you how to do this.
Okay, how do I share my screen?
Okay, so that's kind of where we were before. You were turning off things last time I talked to you so that you would have less things open. And if you go to the doc, do you see screen? Do you, have you turned off other stuff? And do you see only maybe Zoom, or do you not see Zoom right now?
I don't see Zoom right now. Let me see where did I leave Zoom? I'm in Zoom meeting, but I think I still have Zoom on. I just need to convey it to you just so you can see a sample of the types of drawings that I do. It's really not very exciting. It's just
Mhm.
What I do.
But no, but that's fine. I saw when you flashed when you shared your screen before, I saw a flash of some lines or stuff. So I'm assuming it's that. So it'd be great to screenshot that and put that in the Padlet to say, oh, here's what I'm up to, right? So
You need to.
more importantly, I need you know by next Thursday, know that you are able to share your screen when you're stuck, right? So that's my goal right now. So
Well, I have share screen down on the bottom of this open window.
okay, you have a button that says green share screen.
Yeah,
Okay, click on that green share screen button.
got it open. Okay.
All right, now on the bottom right, do you see another little button that says share?
Yes, I do.
Okay, click on that and you've already tested and it should immediately, yeah, there we go. You are now sharing. Okay, so now
Oh.
you're sharing your entire, I am seeing your entire desktop right now. And I see that you did, yes, turn off a lot of the stuff because before you had a lot of stuff. By the way, you need to take my Mac class to learn how to organize these files. And Anna too, you guys, if you want to take my Mac classes, I can help you a lot with the managing of your computer. But that said, let's head over what application, where did you have those drawings of yours? Like what file, where do you have those?
I have an entire file of different drawings. You don't want all of them.
Not all of them, but just one. If you open one over
Oh.
there, I see a screenshot right there. Yeah, there you go. So that's a screenshot.
That's a screenshot.
Why don't
What
we change its name so that it'll be easier to find when we post it? So click and go ahead and you can right click in there, not double click. You opened it. So
Oh.
close it. So go and click and close it. Just go to the word and right click. Now that you know how to right click, go ahead and right click. Yes, right there.
Oh,
On the right side, yeah. And
okay.
now call this one, whatever this pattern is. I don't know.
Okay.
Just start writing. Just don't do it. Okay, no. I forgot to tell you. Now
Oh.
go ahead and stop. Do it triple click. Can you do a triple click? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now don't delete that. Don't delete that. Trust me. Let go of your mouth. Go to the keyboards and just type the name and you'll see how all of this disappears. Perfect.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe this is perfect. All right, so click away on some desktop neutral area, single click, and that seals the name. Perfect. Now go to the browser. So I guess you had maybe Firefox open, I believe. From
I
what
have
see.
Firefox here.
Okay, click on Firefox.
Okay.
And oh, you needed the link. So you might need to pick it up from the Zoom chat. I'll put it in there again. Yeah, and I'll put it in there again. Copy, paste. Okay, did it pop up for you? Did something pop up with a link that I just posted?
I don't see anything.
Zoom? No, so click on Zoom.
Copy of cop? No, that's something I did.
Go down to the word Zoom on your dock
Oh, okay.
on the far right. That's the blue one that says far right. There, keep going to the right. Next to
There it
your
is.
right there.
Okay,
Click on
there
Zoom.
it is.
Show all windows.
Okay. No available windows.
Okay, so hit escape. Or click on the screen somewhere for this to disappear.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back to Zoom.
Back to Zoom.
Yeah, click right click. Options, right click. Okay, so if you couldn't see the windows, then because you're sharing your screen now, so it's harder for you to find it. Up in the when you're sharing up in the top, I'm trying to help you find the chat. Up at the top, it says you are sharing your screen like a big green line, right? You see that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, so go up there and then above that, put your mouse above that. See if you see the more, see if you find the chat.
Oh, I do see chat. Okay.
Okay, click on that. Good. And now the last thing I posted is the link. So click on that link. We can't see your Zoom window, so I just need to talk you through it.
Hi, Jenny Altamirano. To everyone. Is that what you?
Okay, so then scroll down where it says all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
And
Hello, everyone.
And the last one is meet to everyone, which says class Padlet. And there's a link.
Oh. Oh,
There it is. Click on that link.
okay, now how do I
Funny,
get it
'cause
in
we
there?
can't see what you're seeing, but I know what you're looking at because of what you're saying. So
Okay. how do I get it into that file? Just drag and drop?
Oh, no, but you clicked on that link. Did it take you to the? It needs to take you something.
Took me to the green
There's
link.
the Padlet. Okay, good. So now go down to that plus sign.
Down
at
to the what
bottom,
sign?
Like a circle, a green circle, the bottom.
Oh, way
It's
down at the bottom.
hiding. You need to move this up. You need
I
to
see.
move this whole
Okay.
window up from the top.
I see.
This
Okay.
is what I was teaching you. Instead of having to move things around, just use the dock. Okay, go plus that plus sign.
And there's a green circle in the bottom
Yeah.
corner.
Mhm.
Okay. So what do I do now?
The plus sign, click it.
Click it?
Click on it. Yeah, click. There we go. Now in the subject, write your name.
Okay.
And maybe say Diana V or.
Yeah. I will. Yes.
And then now you can click on that. You can drag it in. You're right. If you're seeing it, you can drag it in. Otherwise, yeah, perfect. Drag it right there since you saw it. Perfect. And then you might want to write, if you want to say, this is one of my patterns or crane patterns, because the file name doesn't show up. But if you want to say
Okay.
Tamari crane pattern or something like
Yeah.
that.
That's all good. Let's see here.
Cool. And then on the top, you say publish.
There, how's that? And then they publish.
Say
and-
publish.
oh, there you go.
And there you go. Now you have posted yours. And you got to move it back in. Instead of moving things out of the way is what I'm trying to teach, was when you say I can't find things, this is part of the problem because you move this out of the way. Go up to the top. Let me just teach you one more thing before we go to the very top where you can move this window around. That top of the window where you're going to move the window back into space, like up.
Oh,
Yes, there. Move it all the way back in. So we see the left side, like grab that window
uh-huh.
and move it from the top. You need to move it from the top because we're not seeing the left side. There we go.
I see.
Okay, now move it back to the left. We don't need all that empty space. Just move it. We needed to see the beginning of it. So go up.
So go
Like
up.
you're hiding now the right side. You're hiding the bottom. You're hiding some part of it. So I want you to make it the right side so that we see all the parts. So up where you moved it to the right, way up at the top again, not the art. Yeah, go to the gray neutral space right next to the tab that says Digital Design Techniques. This window.
I'm sorry.
Down a tab.
So the Adobe what? What did you just say?
Down like half an inch, just down a quarter inch, there, click. Now move this window into the middle of the screen so we can see all of it. See how we're not seeing the bottom? From there, move it to the left now, to the right, yeah, and now up. And there, now we see the entire window. So how you can see the whole thing bottom to top. So if there's anything I can teach anyone who's still in here listening right now, don't move your window around anymore, because whenever Diana, you say to me, I can't find the things, I don't see the zooms, I don't see the shares, it's because you've moved those tools out of the way. As much as here you couldn't see. So let me teach you. Use the dock. Use that dock. This is a math class thing, right? But use that dock, and the dock is that area at the bottom that has all those icons of your applications, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
right now, don't move anything, but go and click on, say, the PS for Photoshop. Oh, you have the applications.
Yeah, I do.
User 2018. Yeah, you said you had to do VDI, but you have these here. Okay, click on PS.
On PS, okay.
So now see how Photoshop is hiding its bottom? You did that again. Go grab it from the top of it and move it into space. I want to teach, if nothing else, people how to use the screen. Go up to the name of this thing atop that says Adobe Photoshop right in there. Click on, no, down. Adobe Photoshop 2018, down, there. Click on this and move your whole window up. I need to see your whole, there. You're hiding the bottom of your application. So a lot of tools down there, little icons that we won't be able to use, that you'll say, I can't see them. And it's because you're moving them. So now do the same with, you've opened go to InDesign.
Okay.
I want you to do it to all your apps, because later when everyone's in the way, I can't do that. Okay, now Illustrator.
Illustrator. Yeah.
Just single click, you kind of right click. So no. Just no. Just I want the application. No, don't quit. Move out of that because I don't want you to quit. Now you right clicked and that's why you have that. So just a left click. And I know it's new for you to right click and left click. So go back to Adobe Illustrator icon and just do a single click on.
Okay.
There you go. Just a single left. Yeah.
That
left.
was a left click.
No, because that's a right click. You're clicking on the far right. So the only way that shows up is if you're right clicking. Right clicking. So you need to
Let's-
regular click. Regular click would be your left in. All of those are right clicks. Look at your mouse.
I am.
Your index. So
Teacher,
the index finger on the left edge of your mouse is you need to use. You are to get these things. You are right clicking. Okay. So
teacher,
go back to
changed it.
Illustrator. Go back
That
to
was a
Illustrator.
right click. This is a left
She
click.
changed it. She changed it because she's left-handed.
Are you
Huh?
left-handed? No.
Me? Oh,
She changed the button when she was on the class. She said, when you show her the mouse.
yes, we did change it.
You changed it from left to right? You had
Yeah.
asked left to right and I said, leave it at. Go back to the AI. Don't do anything. Hover your mouse over the AI. Don't click. Put your mouse over the AI down at the bottom on the dock,
Okay.
Don't click. Don't click on anything.
No,
Just hover. Now, let's try this. Index finger on the left edge of your mouse. Click one time. Quick click.
okay. And I have.
Are you clicking and holding? Are you clicking and holding or are you?
Yeah, I am clicking and holding. So just
No,
click.
exactly. Clicking and holding is not what we need. We need just to click.
Oh,
Tick. There you go.
oh,
Clicking and holding is a very different thing than just single click.
Wow, that's
I think you
pretty.
figured it out. That's
yeah.
because you have a magic mouse. No, it's not weird. It's a magic mouse works that way. Same with the pads. Okay. See how you're hiding the bottom of the application again?
Yeah.
Go up again to the top of that gray line. That's the top of this application and drag it up. Okay, good. Now you're seeing all your applications. My goal for you, Diana, so that you never get lost stuff like you did, you couldn't find the, never let your applications fall below. See that?
Yeah.
So how do you move now between Photoshop or InDesign if you don't move them around, which is what people do? Go to your dock and single click, not long click, single click on Photoshop, on PS. Single click, quick. There it is. Single click on InDesign.
Okay.
Okay. Single
Yeah.
click on Firefox.
Oh,
Okay. So
Yeah.
you bring them up and they all occupy their own space and then you see their bottoms because their bottoms tend to have good stuff. And if you
Yes.
hide them, then you go, I can't see it. I can't see it. It's because they're away from you. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yes. I
That's
had no
another reason that I like people to expand their programs. I tell them to make them all expanded because then they fill the screen and you can't run into these problems. But anyway, I
Thank
see now that in Illustrator, you have a lot of your patterns. So if you go back to Illustrator, that's where it seemed like in the past.
That's where they are.
There you go. So that's where you create a lot of your stuff. So you do know how to, you did, or at least by 2018, know how to use your Illustrator to do some pretty exciting things. So it's not that different, but what I don't understand is why you don't have, so go to Creative Cloud, because I know I'm way past the class, but at the very, very, very top of your screen, you
Mhm.
have the link for Creative Cloud. So did you, before I make you click on that, you're not paying a monthly fee anymore, are you?
I don't think so. I know, I
let's go
realize
check.
I have that link
Because
right
if not,
here.
they wouldn't be working. Click on that. Click on that little icon.
Yeah.
Sign in. So don't sign in. Stop. Don't sign in because if you have working 2018 applications,
Oh,
that means that either you've been paying all this time or something is weird because if you don't pay, they don't work, but you have 2018 ones that are working.
oh my
And
God.
they stop working when you stop paying, but I don't want you to sign in and have them suddenly disable these. Right? But I want you to download Bridge, but I don't understand
Hi, baby.
what these guys are working on. So click again on Illustrator and let's see if we can find what account it's working on. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it.
How do you find, okay, I have an idea. Go up over there at the top where it says AI, like in this program, like above your art. Go above all your
oh,
sample
way over
art. You see
yeah.
it? Yeah, okay. Now go a little bit higher up to those 3 colored dots and then move to the right to the BR.
BR.
On that, go to bridge. Let's see if it brings up bridge. Click on that. Is it opening up?
Nothing
Bridge?
happens. I see the BR, but it
Yeah,
isn't.
you don't have it up installed. Okay.
I guess not.
So let's go up to the apple, the little apple icon that you have on the top left of your screen, top left, your apple. Click on that Illustrator word. Yeah. Illustrator CC.
Oh, to the apple. Here's the apple.
No, now to the word Illustrator
Okay.
and then about Illustrator.
About. Gotcha.
2018, they're registered. It is the Creative Cloud. And if you're not paying the Creative Cloud, they don't let you use their applications. You've probably been paying all this time. That's all I can think
Might
of.
have been actually, because I know I'm paying for something, but I just never knew what it was.
Yeah, it's because otherwise it just doesn't let you use these. So what you need to do is, I don't know if you have any way to check your accounts, but because there's no way they'd be working if you haven't been paying. I thought maybe this was an older version, but no, it's CC. So go to the Creative Cloud and sign in if you know your account.
I don't have a clue what my account even is, but I will. I'll go see what I can find.
Look into that. Because for now, at least you can use these instead of VDI, but you won't have bridge.
I would prefer
Yeah.
that, I think, because
But
it's
you
already,
need to get the class files then. So let me do this because I do need to go.
okay.
I'm going to request remote control. Can you click on, if it says yes, it'll probably take you to system preferences. Click on,
This is Musacho is
Yes.
remote control of your screen. You can gain control. Now decline.
say yes or okay, or
Approve.
whatever the option is. And then it'll say go open. Okay, so now don't move your mouse anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna just really quickly download your class files just because I need to get going. So I'm gonna log in. Oh, we couldn't because, okay, so this is different. This is the fee-based, so this doesn't work. So we need to go to sbcc.edu and we couldn't do that because you didn't have the account. I remember now.
Well, because I haven't found my proper information yet.
Yeah, so I can't, so forget it. I can't do this for you because I need you to. You need
She has it memorized, the password.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's memorized, but no, because she's never really used.
I know it comes out of my credit card account.
Need a new tab. How come you're getting an extension for quick forms?
Well, if you go into your credit card, they have a number there and you can call them.
Hold on. Did you install this on purpose? Or is this, it's an extension that gives you quick forms to sign into stuff. This is weird. This could be a virus or did you install it on purpose?
I've never seen it before.
I've just opened a new tab. That's all I did.
Huh.
And that's what pops in instead of a regular new window. And it's an extension.
I've never
It just happened now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we certainly don't. You should turn this off. This is Firefox.
Yeah.
Preferences. This is not good. If you didn't do this, you don't. I can't scroll up and down. Just manage extend. So let me see how you manage on Firefox. So you can't do a search without going through these people. How do you manage extensions? Firefox menu button, select add-ons, and it'll launch. Okay. Add-on.
I don't know what a lot of this stuff even is.
Yeah, so turn this on. And turn that off. You've got stuff here that's not necessary. Okay, so that hopefully should do it. You had some weird stuff there. Okay, so if you press play, there you go. That's a basic setup now. You had some weird stuff anyway. So sbcc.edu pipeline, and yeah, as if you're look, it's memorized. No,
No, that's one I put in earlier
that's not.
today.
Yeah, that's not.
Not like-
available. It's whatever it is.
I don't know if it's been approved by the approval committee.
Yeah, so this is not, you have to delete whatever password you might have ever used. These are banner.
I can
banners
give you
to-
a couple of them, but I
But
don't
she
know.
has one there.
No, no,
teacher.
don't ever give anyone passwords, especially not me, especially now it's being recorded. And there's other people in the class. Do not ever, ever, ever share passwords. So
Okay.
I'm gonna stop share. Try a few of your passwords in here and see if they work. And if not, keep getting help. Don't ever, no matter how trustworthy you want to be, share your passwords.
Gotcha.
Golden rule.
Thank
Okay.
you. Mhm.
All right, guys, hopefully you can get in. Good. Meanwhile, if not, use these, you know, get your account so that we can download the class files, and then you can use these that you've got. They'll work a little bit differently, and I can't give you Bridge, but remind me until you can connect. So 2 jobs for you. Get yourself the school username pipeline, and 2, get you your Creative Cloud account and password so we can get in, because these things are working. You must be paying.
Okay.
But they're really, you know, they're 2018, so you don't have access, you can't update them, and you don't have access to Bridge because you need to be able to get into your
Right.
account.
What was the first thing that you said before Creative Cloud?
Pipeline username and password,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Creative Cloud account username and password.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Those 2 things.
I'll have those by next class, I'm sure.
All right. Okay,
Thank
guys,
you so very much.
take care. I'll see you guys on 2 days.
Ok,
Bye.
Diana,
Sí.
una pregunta rápido. ¿Todavía tiene espacios disponibles para Photoshop? Porque según yo me había escribido para esta, pero ya vi que no. Para este que va a empezar.
Sí, Photoshop todavía tiene lugar. Ujú.
Ok,
Sí, sí.
ok, sí, porque fíjese que también sigo teniendo el mismo problema con Photoshop. Ahorita ya me dejó abrirlo, pero está un desastre. No sé si puedo compartirlo rápido, 1 minuto nada más.
Sí, comparte nomás mientras voy a buscar.
Sí,
Voy a
mire,
entrar a mi account para ver qué lugares tengo, pero no. Pues,
mire,
aquí estaba
porque
antes, pues, sí.
Yo quería saber las clases que tiene, teacher.
Ok. So. Espera un minutito
Like
que
some privacy,
estoy buscando el class schedule, ¿eh? Espera un segundito. Gustavo, ahora
Sí.
miro, estoy buscando los números de las clases.
yo nada más para escribirme también.
Ujú.
Entonces, mi clase de Photoshop, sí, tengo un montón de lugar, tengo 16 personas nada más. O sea
Ok,
que acá estoy poniendo Photoshop, CRM, ahí está, ahí te lo puse en el chat, ese es el CRM para el Photoshop que empieza este viernes.
ok, no puedo ver el chat ahora.
Y luego aquí estoy poniendo Illustrator, que es viernes por la mañana. Ahí está el
Ajá.
CRM de Illustrator. Y ya, esas 2 me preguntaste, ¿no? ¿O vos?
Sí, sí, la de Photoshop es la que me interesa ahorita más.
Y si no, las Mac classes,
Sí, esa.
me preguntaste vos, Ana.
Ujú.
Ahora estamos en Mac Level 1, ya estamos en la mitad de la clase, te puse a anotar igual. Mac Level 1, ya pasamos por Introduction to the Mac.
¿Lo hace en clase, profesora, o lo hace en online? O both.
Mac, la de Mac son, o podés elegir a quedarte online o venir a la clase, todos al mismo tiempo. Yo tengo gente en clase como ustedes y gente acá adentro. O sea que es high flex, se llama.
Ok, ¿y de qué hora a qué hora son estas clases? En los días, una es el viernes. ¿De qué hora?
La de Mac es Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. hasta las 12:15 p.m. That's the
To 12 p.m.
Mac class.
Okay.
Okay, y la de los Fridays, morning Illustrator is from 9 to. Esta es la que está requete cerquita y que estoy tratando de extender o sea que 9 to 12:45.
Okay.
Y Friday afternoon, Photoshop 1 to 4:45. Esta es donde se equivocaron en el horario. Ves que tengo solamente 15 minutos entre clase y clase. Así que yo a los de Photoshop les voy a pedir si podemos
Está un poquito más tarde.
pasar la clase en por lo menos 15 minutos, que me dé media hora, o si me dan media hora, que 45 minutos, pero por lo menos 15 minutos más, o sea que tener media hora entre medio.
Ok, pero este Photoshop es el viernes.
Ya ahí empieza el viernes.
Sí, Friday afternoon es el viernes. Y Friday
¿De qué
morning
hora? ¿De
es
2, de 1?
a 4:45. Ok, a ver, Gustavo,
Sí,
muéstrame. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando?
Mire, por ejemplo, no alcanzo a ver las opciones de acá abajo
Es razón, es
y
razón.
se ve como
A
muy...
ver, andate, un par de cosas podemos probar. Una, andate, mete a ver, espera, a ver si puedo hacer remote control.
Ok,
No sé en tu computadora si me lo va a dejar hacer, pero así.
apruebo. Listo.
Ok, entonces no hagas nada. Pues igual tenés que manejar el keyboard. Ahora hacete Option o Control minus. A ver, ahí te dice yo, a ver. Ahí funcionó. Espera.
Ujú.
Te estoy
Ah.
achicando el view. A ver, uno más o ya te alcanzo uno más. Command minus. A ver. Hice Control minus para que se hiciera más grande, más chico, ¿ves?
Ok, ok.
Entonces ahora ves
Esto.
todas, ahora podés extender un poco más para que
Y
te llene
ajustarlo.
o usar este mismo para que te llene la correctamente. Ahí está. Y ahora sí.
Ah, ok. Gracias. Entonces, nada más es control minus
Porque lo
o...
que pasa es que a veces cuando hacemos un control plus, control minus acá adentro para agrandar y achicar algo, si por casualidad en lugar de estar en Photoshop estábamos en el web page, entonces esto es una cuestión del web page, que si estás acá y haces control plus o control minus, el web page se hace más grande. Entonces
Ok.
cuando estás acá y haces un control plus, control minus, sin darte cuenta que estabas ahí y no acá, todo el webpage se hizo más grande, zoom in, entonces tenés que ir acá al webpage y hacer el control minus para que vuelva a entrar. ¿Ok?
Ok.
Y eso pasa a veces por mistake, porque estamos acá haciendo control para agrandar el coso, pero
Sí,
ese
sí, sí.
mismo shortcut, no en Photoshop, pero acá, suponete que fuimos a un tab y acá hacemos control minus, estamos en realidad todavía en
Ok.
Edge. Mientras
Ok.
que si estás metido acá, en un clic con estos tools, ese control minus más es parte de Photoshop. O sea, cuidado que cuando vas a hacer cosas así, acá, en este momento no estás en Photoshop, estás acá. Y cualquier shortcut te lo hace para el Edge. ¿Ok?
Ok. Ok. Ah, listo, pues muchas gracias, sí, porque estaba yo confundido con eso.
No, es
Bueno,
complicado eso, pero me estaba pasando a mí también. Bueno,
ok.
nos
Bueno,
vemos.
gracias. Sí, listo, hasta luego.
Chao, chao.
¿Cómo